Welcome back to 2014 season here at M.H. Roig Stadium. This telecast is sponsored by ATMC TV and its sponsors. And its sponsors are Grissett Longwood Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail, East Coast Moving Company, LLC, ATMC, Southern Homes of Brunswick County, and Turtle Crossing Cupcakes, Espresso Bar and Bake Shop. Tonight, West Brunswick Trojans might play host to the Braves of Socastee.
Yep.
I'm Chris McKenzie. Alongside of me and back is Mike DeSpirito with play-by-play. Mike, let's talk a little bit about West Brunswick's opponent. We got a red hot from the last 2 years. The Braves come in at 2 undefeated seasons in conference play, 12-1, going deep into the playoffs, all the way up to the third round. But what I want to talk to you tonight about is what they've lost and how they're going to replace it, which may be a little bit about what you're going to talk about here in a minute about West Brunswick Trojans.
Yep.
But what they have lost is 3 skilled players. They have lost their quarterback and Hunter Renfro. If you ask anybody from the Socastee fan club, they will tell you that the success of Socastee has been around Hunter Renfro, the quarterback.
Well, he was actually voted Mr. Football in the state of South Carolina
Yes, he was.
last year, so that tells you what kind of talent that young man had.
But somebody may have something to say about that. Fullback Kyle Smith, 16 record TDs last year for the Braves.
Yep.
And the tailback, Delane Walters, 1,469 yards. So he may have something to say about that.
Yeah.
But that's 3 key positions that Socastee has lost. Now the question is, Mike, here's their replacements. Okay, senior Jordan Hodge is going to be the quarterback. He's 5'9", 165 pounds. He's not new to this system.
Right.
He has played behind Renfro for 4 years, basically. So he's a senior. He's a skilled player. Is he as athletic as Renfro? Probably not. But that's something that we're going to see tonight.
Right.
Also, filling in for the fullback is Angelo Salter. Bigger than the fullback that they lost, 6 foot, 220 pounds. So tonight you're probably going to see a lot of him up the middle. And the other tailback replacement is either going to be replaced by either 2 people. Buck Clora, which played last year for him, 5'10", 170 pounds. No, Buck Baycock, excuse me. Or Kenyon Clora.
Right.
Now, he's coming up from the JV. He's a rising junior.
Right.
5'10", 170 pounds, and he's their speedster.
Right.
So those are the players that hope to come in and replace what Socastee has lost.
Right.
The question is, can they fill the shoes?
Well, and that's, like you said earlier, that's something we'll have to find out tonight. But the question on the other side of the ball, in my mind, Chris, is West Brunswick is looking basically for their identity. They've had 3 head coaches in the past 3 years, which means basically they've had no consistency on the football field through the coaching staff. Not that they haven't had good coaches, because they do have good coaches. But when you have 3 different heads come in there that change the game plan up, it gets confusing. The players have played to their best of their ability. That being said, tonight you're looking at West Brunswick's offense. They've got speed at the skill positions with Bubba McCray, Shaquem Hill, got a good fullback in Russ Gore. So they got some viable speed and some power actually in the backfield.
And Malik.
That's right. You've got 2 quarterbacks. You've got Dylan Howard, who looks like he's going to be the starter. Hunter Ashburn, Dylan Howard is a senior quarterback. Hunter Ashburn is also a quarterback. I don't know what capacity they will use him in, but hopefully they'll find a spot for him, because Hunter brings you the speed into the backfield at the quarterback spot.
I look at Dylan. He's very seasoned. He's played a backup quarterback position.
Yep.
He reminds me a lot of this Jordan Hodge. He's a seasoned quarterback.
Right.
He's not been a starter.
Right.
But he's been underneath that system.
Right.
So we'll see. But Hunter, being maybe the I would say better athlete, but gifted more with his speed, more with his feet. So that's a big decision for the Trojans tonight.
Right. Throwing the ball to those guys from Dylan Howard being the starting quarterback, from what we understand, he's got 2 excellent receivers in Quinlan Moore and Daquan Burgess.
Yes.
As far as his wideouts go. excellent receivers, good hands. The question, Chris, comes from the offensive line. They're not as big as they've been in the past few years, and they're not as physical. They're not physically as strong as they've had in the past few years. And they had a major setback this summer, about 2 weeks before.
Losing Josh DeSpirito.
Yeah, 2 weeks before the jamboree that we went to last week. Had an injury during the summer workouts, blew the shoulder out, is done for the season. We'll have surgery next Wednesday to repair that, so he's done for the season. Which, with that comment being made, Jordan Lancaster, being the offensive line coach, has done a very good job with those guys, but he had to shake up the whole offensive line, move some players around, change the whole blocking scheme and everything. So the question tonight, at least for me, is the offensive line going to be able to stand, not with just Socastee's defense, but when they come up against some of these larger defensive fronts, are they going to be able to handle it?
Well, let's talk about this. Socastee lost 5 offensive players from last year, 5 defensive players from last year. But they kept 4 starters on their offensive line, only losing 1.
Right.
So we look at Socastee to be strong on the offensive front. Can West Brunswick's defensive line stand up to that? We're going to see.
Yeah, I think on the defensive side of the ball, we've talked offense, but on the defensive side of the ball, you got some excellent defensive linemen there in Nate Gilbert, Daniel McCraney. Linebackers, you got Shane McKenzie, Timmy King, Brandon Worley there in the middle. So you got a decent front 8 right there. I think that's good. The key is that can they fight the blocks off and get the holes plugged?
Well, I think the key tonight, football fans, is we have no identity on neither one of these teams.
Right.
This is the beginning of the 2014 season. Everybody's tied, 0-0, no wins, no losses. Who's going to respond to new players stepping up in new positions on both sides, and how's West Brunswick going to respond to, like you said, a new coach? We'll see later on tonight.
All right, Chris, here we go with the start of the 2014 Trojan football season here. Looks like the Trojans are going to be on a defense first, so we'll see what the defense has for Socastee. Trojans will be kicking off to the Braves here to open the game up.
I want to mention that they're sporting that new gray and green and white jerseys.
Yep, brand new jerseys this year, yep. Nice jerseys out there, looking good here is coming onto the sideline.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
But you're right, Mike. We're gonna find out real quick if this defense is going to be able to stand up to that veteran offensive line for Socastee. As we mentioned in the pregame, they got 4 starters that's come back.
Right.
So got a seasoned offensive line up there. So it's going to be a test tonight for the defensive front.
Yes, they do. We'll see what, like you talked about, the players that have come in and stepped in those roles for their skill players for Socastee. We'll see what the linebackers and the defensive line can do if there are some holes open, if they can plug them quick.
And might want to mention, too, in Socastee's scrimmage game this year, the little tournament they played in before the season started, they had a problem hanging on to the football, Mike. We'll see if turnover always plays a part in a ball game.
Well, you're right, and we mentioned that all last season, and that's a part of the game that you really can't anticipate. Turnovers, penalties, things of that nature, they can change quick the course of a ball game.
Well, you got some nerves going on both sides. I mean, you got some stomachs tight, little nerves rattling right now. But you know what? First hit. It's all over with, and then it's time to play football.
Yep. Trojans get set to kick off. There they go. They're underway, Chris. Get the ball in about the 15-yard line. Goes to the far side. It's got a little bit of a seam there. Gets the ball up to, finally brought down about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
A little short kick, and that's something we haven't talked about. That's something new with the West Brunswick Trojans this year also. We got a new kicker.
Yeah.
Beautiful night for football. Sun's just about to disperse under the trees there. It's cooling down just right nicely here, Mike.
Yep. 1st and 10 for Socastee. On there, looks like the ball about the 38-yard line. Comes to near pitch to the near side. He's got a seam there, Chris. He's got a seam to the outside. One missed tackle. He's down. Finally run out of bounds on about the. They're going to spot him out on the West Brunswick 37-yard line.
Brought down by number 20, Devontae Hewitt.
Big opening on this near side, Chris, for the.
That's close to a 25-yard gain right there, first play. So
that obviously moves the change for Socastee. 1st and 10 to the West Brunswick 30, looks like a 37. Man in motion to the far side. Quick handoff right there off the tackle spot. I'm telling you, Chris, there's another pickup, another first down. About 11, 12-yard pickup right there off that right side tackle.
Well, we talked about the bruising fullback that they had in there, 6 foot 220. We just got a taste of him.
Yep, sure did.
Right up the gut there. And so they may have to hit that guy with what he runs with. That's his legs.
Yes. That's a first down. 2 plays and 2 first downs for Socastee Braves here to open up the game with. Man in motion to the far side. There's another handoff. Little counter to this side. Hit initially at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a pickup about maybe 2 or 3 yards there. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 6 there, Chris. Maybe 2nd and 7.
Well, it's a good play for Chris Ash to come up and make that play, Mike.
Yep.
He come back from about 10 yards deep.
Yes, he did. Little counter play there because they had everybody going the other way, and they did a counter play back to the near side here. So ball spotted now on the West Brunswick about the 22-yard line. Hand off to this side. Looks like a pickup of about maybe another 3 or 4 yards there. That's going to put them about Socastee about 3rd and 3 maybe.
Look like that tackle is by the middle linebacker, Brandon Worley.
Number 9, Sherm
Fullwood on the tackle.
Yeah, I think there was 2 in that tackle.
Let's make some noise,
That looks like about 3rd and 2 there, Chris, for a first down.
Here we go.
Oh, they got some movement on the near side there. It wasn't picked up. They got the left side tackle move, but they didn't pick that up on the movement. It looks like first down for Socastee.
Well, that's a big first down, and that's a big miss by the refs.
That was a big miss. He was standing right there looking at it. I'm not sure how he didn't see that.
Don't forget a special thanks to Howard Vinton for preparing our booster.
The first down for Socastee. Ball spotted at the West Brunswick, about the 14-yard line, 13-yard line.
At tonight's game. Don't forget the concession stand is open. Now these little footballs that are being thrown out, you can take them to Ella's and get 10% discount off your next meal.
I think that was started to be a handoff to the near side here, Chris, for Socastee, but it looked like the quarterback decided he wanted to keep it. Or he wasn't sure if he wanted to keep it or the ball didn't get in the fullback's hands. But
yeah, he's not a very big quarterback.
That gives him about roughly 2nd and 9, let's say.
We talked about him a little bit in the pregame show,
right.
You know, only being 5'9", I believe, 165 pounds.
Right.
And like you said, he filling some big shoes from Hunter Renfro.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'll see how he does tonight.
Yeah. Man in motion to the near side. Pitch to the near side here, Chris. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's run down from behind.
Pretty good pursuit by the defense here on this right side, Mike. You can spread that play out towards the sideline.
Yeah.
Then I think you've done your job.
Yeah. Timmy King caught him from the backside there, run him out of bounds. That's going to give him about a third and 5 there for Socastee. Critical third down here play for this defense, Chris. Critical third down here for West Brunswick.
Don't forget, we also have our concession stand open. All right, let's make some noise, Trojan fans. Big stuff right here.
Hand off to the far side. He's bottled up right there at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they got him stopped there, Chris.
I think they got it stopped short of the first down,
I think they got him stopped
Mike.
there, yeah. They got him stopped. That's going to give him about 4th and 3 roughly. 4th and 3, ball spotted on about the 11-yard line. No, I'm sorry, about the 6-yard line.
Well, here's a big call, 4th and 3. 4th and 3 to go, Mike.
Right.
Do they look like they're going to go for it. I don't think they're going to kick the field goal here. I think you're going to see a bruising fullback, 6'2", 220 get
yeah,
this ball.
you're going to the interior part of that defense.
You got a wishbone formation here.
You got a wishbone formation, 2 lead blockers. Somebody had him right at the line. I think they stopped him, Chris.
I think
they stopped him. Timmy King flew in there from the backside.
I
had the initial hit, but I think they hit him at the line of scrimmage and stopped him.
Yeah, you had all 3 linebackers in on that. I think that was a pretty good play. Number 51. Nice job by the defensive front. That's a big play.
Yeah, he's up in the.
I mean, that's a huge play.
That's a
huge play.
Big stop. For them.
That's a big stop.
Big stop. All right, Chris. Offense back out there. You got 2 wideouts spread out. You got a handoff up the middle there. Looks like Bubba McCray hit maybe by the line of scrimmage there.
You got Vereen out there. Look like he's getting a little tussle there.
Yep.
Temper's already flying.
Taverine, yeah, he's that's a gain of just loss of about a half yard. That gives them second. Let's say 2nd and 10 for West Brunswick.
Brings up a 2nd down for the Trojans.
Taverine, number 62.
Yep.
I like to see that in a player.
Rolling to the near side, Chris. He's got room. The ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Dylan lost the handle on it. Gets that recovered back on about their spotted about the 4-yard line. So
well,
that's
yeah, Taquan out here. Taquan was pretty well covered.
Looked like he was looking to throw it in the flat. Looked like he was trying to throw it in the flat, but he just lost the handle on it. So that puts West Brunswick now from about there. Looks like about their 4-yard line almost.
Yeah.
3-yard line with about 3rd and 13.
Yeah, third. Yeah, a long 13.
Yes, it is.
$5 of the $10 ticket goes directly to West.
I don't think you do anything stupid. I think you
you got high formation in the backfield. You got 2 wideouts to the near side. Dylan back to pass. He's got some protection. There's a pass, and there's an interception and a touchdown. Socastee.
Well, Mike, I just called it. You're not supposed to do anything stupid on the 4-yard line.
No.
And that pass, it just stayed up there, and it was just easily read.
Yeah, it just kind of floated right there. Yep.
I'm not so sure you don't take your 3 and 4 yards, and if you're lucky, you get the first down. If not, you punt it away. But
right.
that's you look great when you make that play, and when you don't, it looks like it is now.
Yeah. You just Socastee for the extra point. That ball, Chris, just hung up there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't even enough for the first down, I don't think. I'm not sure what the play was or what the call was.
That kick is good for Socastee. So 6:46 left in the first quarter. Socastee 7, West Brunswick nothing on an interception return by the Braves.
Ladies and gentlemen, many teams are faced with paying their own insurance premiums. Being added to your parents' policy may help you save money. For more information, contact your local Allstate agent, Rusty Russ, at 910-754-6596. You're in good hands with Allstate. We also want you to be aware, ladies and gentlemen, of a thing called Click It or Ticket.
Well, the offense, Chris, will have a chance to.
Mike, it's a good time to talk about one of our sponsors here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grisset Town Longwood Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail. Can you survive the Grisset Town Longwood Fire and Rescue Haunted Trail? You will go in, but will you come out? Admission's $10 a person for all ages under 5. It's free. Hours of operation. The Haunted Trail runs from 7 p.m. to until October the 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, 24th, 25th, and 31st. Location, Longwood Road in Ocean Isle Beach. For more information, you contact them at 910-287-3030. You can email them at station31@atmc.net. You can visit them at www.grissettownfire.com. Viewers can also find them on Facebook. Just search Grisset Town Longwood. It's the 7th year, Mike, at the Haunted Trail. It's an annual fundraiser for the fire department. It started in 2009. They won in 2010 and the 2011 WWAY TV3 Award for Best Haunted Attraction.
Yep.
So go out and see Grisset Town Longwood Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail.
Yeah, they do a good job with that out there. Has been successful for a number of years, like you said. All right, Chris, West Brunswick getting ready to get the ball back here, redeem himself a little bit on that last drive. Looks like you got Shaquem Hill. You got, looks like Bubba McCray. And I can't see the number on this near side right here.
Well, one thing.
Looks like maybe Quinlan Moore, deep for West Brunswick.
Here's what heals the wound when you have a turnover for a touchdown, and that's to get the ball back, drive it down the field,
yes,
and score yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so let's see what they can do.
Yep, absolutely. Nice run back here would solidify that.
Special teams.
Special teams can win it.
Yes, they can.
Special teams can win it.
A little short kick.
Fairly shallow kick there. It's like Quinlan right up the middle. He's got a seam, Chris, on the outside. He's got to the outside edge. He needs a block. There's a swipe at his feet. Just gets a shoestring done by the kicker there about the Socastee. They're going to spot that on the Socastee about 36-yard line.
Looked like Hunter's going in number 4. We talked about the two quarterbacks and the 5. You know, Dylan Howard being a little bit more seasoned. He's played quarterback.
Right.
Hunter played a little bit of quarterback on JV last year.
Right.
But he does have good footwork
yes, he
and
does.
speed.
Yeah, he brings a little bit different dynamic. Now you got a single back in the backfield. You got 2 wideouts.
No, you got 2 backs.
You got a latecomer in there.
That's Bubba. That's Anthony McCray, number 30.
Anthony McCray, number 30, I formation. And there's a false start on number 6 for West Brunswick. That'll move him back 5 yards.
Number 6 is Daquan.
Daquan Burgess.
Looks like everything was off. Anthony McCray was late coming in.
Yep.
They just didn't quite get set.
Yep.
Through timing off.
Yep.
So can't really.
I tell you, that's going to drive Coach Hanna crazy because he is a disciplinarian on the small things.
Well, we didn't get talked about Coach Hanna much during the pre-show here, but very successful coach, Mike, down in Irma.
Absolutely.
He's been coached about 43 years. Last 20 years, I think, he's been in Irma, been state for a 3A champion 3 times.
All right, Chris, Hunter with a handoff to Bubba in the backfield. And I tell you, he got met in the backfield with that handoff. So the offensive line on the right side, they're reading the ball awful quick. So that puts West Brunswick now, the ball spotted at their 45-yard line. So you got roughly second and 18.
What I was trying to say about Coach Hanna, he had taken Irmo to the state championship, a 3A school, 3 different times.
Right.
And had 1 undefeated season.
Yeah. Chris, you got 2 wideouts to the far side now. Tristan Lewis in the slot. Hunter Ashman in the back. Hunter keeps it. He's got a little seam off tackle there. He's got some room, Chris. He's got some room. Cuts back to the middle. Gets the ball down. First down. Gets the ball down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's what Hunter. That's what Hunter can do for you.
That's right. That's right.
That's the dimension that Hunter at quarterback gives you.
Right. That puts the ball down. That's a first down for West Brunswick on the Braves. Looks like about the 13-yard line. Nice move there by Hunter. Still got 2 wideouts. Got a slot receiver on the far side, single back. Hand off to Bubba up the middle. Nice pickup there for Bubba. Looks like he gets probably a good 5-yard pickup on that, Chris. Anthony McCray, I should say, as he goes by Bubba.
Well, we all know him by Bubba.
Yeah.
So our listeners, you might hear Bubba come out because I coached him in the rec league. He's a Bubba ever since he's 10, 11 years old for me.
Right.
But Anthony McCray, and he's a great he's a junior and done a great job on the JV last year.
They spot that ball, Chris. They move that back to about the 10. So West Brunswick's got like 2nd and 7 roughly for a first down. There's Hunters, goes up the middle, and he's driving. Touchdown, West Brunswick. Hunter right off the center there, Chris. Right off between the guard and the center. Nice hole right there. Was wrapped up, but kept his legs moving, kept driving into the end zone. Nice run by
we just healed the wound. We just absolutely sewed that wound up. That cut's gone, okay? It's we get an extra point. We got a tie ball game.
Right.
Momentum back on this side.
Right.
For the defense to go out there and make a stand.
Right. Hunter's actually come in to kick the extra point, so he's going to get. I tell you, that's a good play call in there for the offensive coordinator.
Please keep our stadium and athletic facilities clean.
It looks like it's good, Chris. We'll see the signal here. And it's good. So West Brunswick comes back, like you said, heals that wound up, puts points on the board, ties it up. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. West Brunswick 7, Socastee 7.
Mike, I want to talk to you about another sponsor.
Okay.
East Coast Moving, LLC. East Coast Moving is Brunswick County's local moving company that is licensed and experienced to work from Maine to Florida. Not only do they offer both household and commercial moves, but several specialty services like professional packing, on-site loading, or on-site unloading. Since 2003, East Coast Moving has been recognized by our community in the state of North Carolina, winning several awards. There are monthly diesel discounts, as mentioned on the website at eastcoastmovingllc.com. So find them online or reach them by telephone any Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, 910-755-2058. Stop in at the new office on Highway 17 beside Coastal Tires at East Coast Moving. A smooth move with us, it's a sure thing.
Yeah, they've been with us a number of years. We appreciate their sponsorship. All right, Chris, West Brunswick is set to kick off to Socastee.
A little bit better
nice
kick.
line drive kick, picks it up, fumbles the ball, picked it up on about the 14. He's got a hole on the far side. Looks like he's brought down. I can't see the number over there.
About the 37-yard line, Mike.
Yep. Brought down by the 37-yard line for of the Braves. I tell you, Chris, we talked about special teams, and that run by Quinlan Moore set that touchdown up, being able to get the ball down deep down into Brave territory down there. Now, if the defense can continue to play like they did on the first drive, they need to shut them down a little bit earlier here and instead of letting them get them deep in the territory. Handoff up the middle. Big hole right there on the near side. Still running. He's got some blockers. Gets caught from behind.
He was holding that ball right loosely.
Yes, he was.
I'd be looking for that.
Big pickup by number 3.
It's like Brandon Worley on that tackle from behind. That was a huge pickup, Chris. That moves the ball. That moves the ball for Socastee up to the West Brunswick 49-yard line. First down for Socastee.
I'll tell you what, that's what they did in the first possession. They did big hunks the first 2 or 3, and then got down inside the 20 and just bogged down.
Right.
We got to stop these big chunks.
Well, they're getting big chunks off the outside edge here.
The weak side over here to our side.
Quarterback keeper right there. They had him at the line, Chris. They had him at the line, but he gets a pickup, looking maybe about 3 yards. That's going to give. That should give Socastee 2nd and 7. West Brunswick just outside the West Brunswick 45-yard line.
I didn't catch who tackled.
I didn't see it. There was initial contact made at the line, and then he fell forward another probably 2 yards, 3 yards. I'm not sure who was actually the initial hit.
Might have been Nate.
Hand off to this side. They got him in the backfield. There's a good Daniel McCraney. Nice job. Nice job by number 51, Daniel McCraney. Gets the penetration in the backfield. And, Chris, as he played the old-style defensive end play where you seal it and you make him go to the outside, and he was able to catch him in the backfield.
Brings up a 3rd and long.
Nice play by Daniel. That gives Socastee 3rd. Looks like 3rd and about 13, you think, there for a first down?
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely be looking for a little pass here.
Yeah, ball spotted on the Socastee 48-yard line.
They're in a shotgun formation. Offense in a shotgun formation. Quarterback.
Yeah, they got 2 wideouts. Man in motion to the far side. And he drops back to pass. He's rolling out to the far side. Chris, he's got a man, and it's caught right there. And he still gets run out of bounds.
Number 11, Zach Rybar with the catch.
He gets run out of bounds, Chris. They're going to spot that on about the West Brunswick 27-yard line.
That's Allstate, Stan. Contact your local Allstate agent, Rusty Russ, at 910-754-6596. You're in good hands with Allstate.
That was a huge play right there, Chris. He was little zone play right there. He just threw it right between the corner and the outside linebacker.
Don't get one, but you know what you can get? Some food at the concession stand.
Handoff up the middle, cuts back to the near side. He's got a hole. He's up to close to the first down there.
That's a big hole on this left side.
That gets the ball. That gets the ball down to the West Brunswick. Looks like about the 16-yard line.
Mike, what I noticed about that run, that was some very patient running. I mean, he didn't hit the hole that fast. He seen it open up, cut it back to the inside.
Well, he let his blockers. He's a disciplined runner. He let his blockers do the work for him, produce the hole, and then he just slid right through it. Like you said, that's a mature runner right there.
We also got cold drinks.
All right, that's 1st and 10 for Socastee on the West Brunswick, about the 16-yard line. There's a pass. There it is across the middle. Incomplete.
Pretty good coverage back there.
That was some good coverage. Jimmy Cochran on the hit there.
We mentioned Jimmy Cochran being a sophomore. We didn't mention this, but we do have a very young team.
Yes, we do.
10 sophomores, 2 freshmen on this West Brunswick team.
Yep.
On Wednesday, junior varsity and varsity volleyball.
All right, that puts Socastee 2nd and 10 now. West Brunswick 16-yard line.
Support your West Brunswick Trojans.
Hand off at the middle. He's hit right there. He's still on his feet. He didn't go down. Now they got him. They finally got him. That initial hit, Chris, was number 45. That was by number 4.
That's Jordan Todd.
Jordan Todd made the initial hit there up the middle. That was a big loss there for Socastee. That puts them about, looks like third and about 17. You might see that identical pass play that you had earlier.
We got a very good crowd out here tonight. Make sure you visit the concession stand. Also follow us.
They only got one wide out to the far side.
Remember, we get 5.
They got a man in motion that's going to the slot. He's rolling to the far side. And there he is into the flat. Catches it at the original line of scrimmage, and then just looks like he's run out about the 13-yard line, Chris. So that's going to be about a 4th and what do you think about 4th and 5 or 4th and 6 there?
4th and 5. It looks like to me, Mike. That's something that West Brunswick's probably going to go in halftime. We're 1 minute and 3 seconds in this quarter,
but the Braves are bringing in their kicking unit.
That little small pass out in the flats has hurt them so far.
Yeah, they're going to try to field goal here, Chris. That's going to be about a 30-yarder right there. Yeah, it's up, and it looks like it's good.
Yep.
The kick is good.
So with 59, just under a minute left in the first quarter, Socastee goes up by 3, 10-7 over West Brunswick.
Well, you know, Mike, they didn't gamble that time.
Don't forget, ladies and
4th and 3, come back and bite them that first series.
Yeah.
And lucky to get that interception.
Yeah.
And so they took what we gave them and put 3 points on the board. So
yeah.
But 3's better than 7.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a that's a victory for the defense to hold them because they were moving the football.
Also, don't forget, we know the concession stand.
A couple big defensive plays, Chris, on these drives have made the difference.
Keep our stadium and athletic facilities clean. Place all trash in the trash cans.
Well, we've seen less of the big fullback on Socastee than I thought we was going to see.
Yeah.
I really thought they was going to pound him up the middle.
Yeah.
And just wear this defense down.
Well, and you may not have seen the end of him.
Well, we probably have.
You may not have seen the end of him, but
something that
I think they're just like West Brunswick's trying to find out who they are. Sock's doing the same thing.
Well, I think
so they're trying to figure out what they can do and what they can't do.
What we have found out on our last touchdown is that Hunter has taken advantage.
Yeah.
Of their defense.
Yeah.
Hunter's good about moving left and right as much as he is going north and south.
Right.
And so he's found the creases and the holes, and he's got the speed.
Right.
And so right now, that's been our best weapon.
Yeah.
East Coast moving.
59 seconds in the first quarter. Socastee getting ready to kick off. Another short kick. It looks like ball's on the ground for West Brunswick, and looks like Bubba. He's out, Chris. He's got some room. He's got a blocker in front of him. Oh, my goodness. That's the second time the kicker's brought the guy down, and he had a blocker in front of him, and he would have been gone.
Yep.
Another big run, another special team run like we talked earlier. Big run by Bubba You get the ball down. Looks like they're going to spot that out to about the Socastee 32-yard line.
Mike, it's interesting that we got Dylan Howard going back in at quarterback, so the coaches are still using both of them.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first down for the Trojans.
All right, 2 wideouts, Chris. One to the far side, one to the near side. Still in a single eye formation. Dylan hands off to Bubba. Up the middle, there's a little bit of a seam. A good pickup there, about 3 yards. That's going to give West Brunswick about maybe second and 7.
I'm pretty sure that's your middle linebacker that just made that tackle, Mike. So
yeah.
Don't know if it was a missed block by the fullback or if there was a lineman that's supposed to pick him up.
Well, typically if there's nobody over the center, that's the center's responsibility is to pick up that middle linebacker. 2 wideouts to the near side that time, Chris. Daquan and Quinlan to the near side. Dylan under center. He's got some room. He's got a man deep down there. And touchdown! Incomplete pass.
Hey, a very pretty pass by Dylan.
That was.
Nice pass by Dylan.
Yep.
Good defensive stance down there in the end zone to just mess that up a little bit.
Yep.
Just couldn't quite get his hands around
Looked
it.
like Quinlan had it in his grasp, and it got popped out by the defense. Yep.
And at HD Channel 910 at 8:30 on Wednesday, Thursday, and
So that gives them third and 8 now, West Brunswick. Ball spotted on the 20-yard line, 30-yard line.
And online at atmctv.com.
All right, wideouts are split now. One to the near side, one to the far side. Single back in the backfield. Quinlan in motion, coming to the near side. Pitch to Quinlan. He's got he's met at the line of scrimmage there, Chris, and that's going to put a 4th down.
Looks like to me that was to the narrow side of the field. I'm not so sure. He didn't have much running room over there.
No.
Don't forget alumni. Go see Coach Joe Noble.
And there was
about 3rd and 7.
Yeah. Looks like timeout, West Brunswick.
Mike, let's talk about another.
No, that's the quarter. I'm sorry. End of the first quarter there.
Let's talk about another sponsor.
Okay.
Let's talk about ATMC. ATMC not only offers local telephone service, but also a wide variety of additional services, including high-speed internet, cable TV, wireless, business communications, and security. From those early days to today, our top priority has always been to provide our customers with communication services at an excellent value with outstanding customer service. ATMC is a local company with local proprieties. Contact them at 910-754-4311 or check them out on the web at www.atmc.net.
That's ATMC. That's our boss on Friday nights. And we appreciate them giving us the opportunity to
we appreciate
come up here and call these
ATMC
games.
altogether because
Absolutely.
They are a reason this is happening.
Absolutely.
The entire event schedule and learn about purchasing tickets. Please visit Derek Law Firm kickoff.com for all the details.
Chris, let's do a senior highlight while we got a break here. Let's do a senior highlight here. Let's look at Dylan Howard. Dylan Howard, senior, 5'10", 180 pounds, age 17, wears jersey number 5. We've talked about him a little bit tonight.
Yep.
Lives in Charlotte, plays quarterback. Is going to go to attend UNC Chapel Hill or University of South Carolina Gamecocks, one of the two. He wants to be an anesthesiologist. His favorite food is cheeseburgers. His favorite NFL team is the Patriots. His favorite college team is NC State. His favorite player is Tom Brady. And he loves all the kinds of water sports. All right, West Brunswick got a pass to the near side. Kind of floated out there over Daquan's head there, Chris.
Well, Daquan was just finding the first down marker, and the ball just floated over his head.
Yeah. So that's going to turn the ball over. That's going to turn the ball over for Socastee.
910-754-6596. You're in good hands with Allstate.
It's going to turn the ball over for Socastee there, Chris. They're going to get the ball on their 30-yard line.
Well, a lot of time left on the clock. 11:56 here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So far, a tight ball game.
It is.
All right.
Man in motion for Socastee. There's the fullback we talked about, Chris. He meets Timmy King right there. Straight head up and picks up, looks like about 7 yards.
Well, yeah, he was hit by Timmy King.
Yep.
But you're going to need a little bit more help.
Yep.
To get that big old boy down.
Pick up of 8 for Socastee.
For 5.
Yeah.
You're going to have to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a 2nd and 2 for the Braves now. Ball on about the 38-yard line of Socastee. Hand off again to him. Kept quarterback keeper on the far side. Gets met there at the first down marker. Quarterback kept that, Chris. Rolled to the far side. That's a first down for Socastee. Looks like they're
got number 31, Austin Moppa, coming into the ball game.
Looks like the ball spotted on the Socastee 43-yard line for Socastee.
Timeout, Mike.
Looks like we got a timeout for water for the players. Let's do another senior highlight here, Chris.
We got Papa John's Pizza, hot dogs, nachos.
Oh, it looks like they're sending them to the locker rooms.
I didn't see any lightning, but evidently there's some lightning back here behind us.
There must be,
because ladies and gentlemen, just let it be known we have a lightning strike.
That's a 30-minute wait right there.
Inside.
So, Chris, with the break,
we want to thank y'all for coming.
With the lightning break, it's going to be about a 35-minute delay. We got a little breeze picking up here. We might have a little front coming through, maybe or something. So we'll check back. We'll check back in a few minutes and on ATMC TV. So hang tight, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, Chris, we're back with the action here after a lightning delay last night. Game was canceled about 9:30ish, so we're back here Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock. Trojans getting ready to take the field. Socastee, I believe Socastee has the ball on their our 38-yard line, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay.
And just about almost the whole second quarter left to play. I think we got a few seconds into the second quarter when this game was called, so that's where we'll pick it up this afternoon.
Yeah, Mike, just to recap, the Socastee got the score on a interception. Really, basically a short interception, just a little walk into the end zone, and West Brunswick bounced back and tied the score, and then Socastee kicks a field goal for a 10-7 lead.
Right.
But we're glad to get this game in today, Mike, because West Brunswick's got to travel to Myrtle Beach and play Myrtle Beach on Thursday, so they got a short week.
Yep.
And it just looked like about 2 o'clock this afternoon, it looked like it wasn't going to get it in again.
Yeah, you're right. The bottom fell out about 2 o'clock, and they had actually scheduled it for 2 o'clock, and I'm glad they moved it back to 5 because it was hotter than fire at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So
yeah, the question is, these kids, they played their hearts out. They was psyched up last night, a lot of adrenaline running, and they go in. Got a few injuries. We know Shane's linebacker. He's got a detached ligament in his thumb. I don't know. There might be some other injuries down there, but you just got to come out here and start cold turkey on the 38-yard line. Who's going to respond?
That's a good question, Chris. We're getting ready to find out right now because Socastee's got the ball. They got it spotted on the Socastee 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for Socastee. Drops back to pass, Chris. He's got some pressure. Gets hit. He's got a man out in the open. Overthrows it. Pretty good coverage there for
to number 16, Braxton Elvis.
Pretty good coverage there for Tariq Thomas for West Brunswick. But good pressure off the far side on the defense because the quarterback was hit as soon as he released the ball. So
that's their tight end. He's the one that's about 6'5". I think he was 6'5". I think he's a senior, 220.
Right.
Big tight end right there.
That
Big
makes
tall
it
target.
Second and 10 now for Socastee on their 43-yard line. Met right at the line of scrimmage, Chris, but I'm telling you what, he got stood right up there at the line of scrimmage, but that back with his legs going, he drove that linebacker probably a good 5 yards.
Brought down by Timmy McCall, or Timmy King, excuse me, brings up a 3rd down.
It looks like me, Mike, he got about 3 yards.
Yeah. Looked like they spotted him almost at the hit there, so they didn't give him much forward progress. So it was about looks like maybe 3rd and 8 for Socastee. Ball spotted right on the 45-yard line.
See what kind of formation they line up in, but I believe I'd be looking for a pass.
Yeah, they got a slot on the far side, wide receiver on the near and the far side. There's a pass. He's looking right in the flat there, Chris, and just over had it in his hands. Incomplete pass by Socastee. The defender was there for West Brunswick, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like the punt team's coming on for Socastee.
Yeah. That was a good stand for the defense.
It is, because like you said, you come out here cold like that, and I don't know, you warm up. It just ain't the same game feel atmosphere right here.
Right.
I mean, we got 20% of the people was here last night. And, a little quiet. So, but yeah, that was a good stand for the defense.
So 4th down for Socastee. Ball on their 45-yard line. Socastee will be punting to West Brunswick.
And here's where we excelled, Mike, on special teams last night.
Yes, it is.
Great
punt right over their head. Good punt, and they're going to let that go into the end zone. So West Brunswick will get that on their 20-yard line.
Punt is into the end zone.
Mike, I'm going to get another sponsor here. Southern Homes of Brunswick County is a new sponsor here for us this year. Southern Homes of Brunswick County Incorporated is owned and operated by Wayne and Nanette Taylor and has been serving Brunswick County since 1995. We offer custom home, new construction, and remodeling. We also have ready-to-sell new homes available in Calabash area. Southern Homes is your source of high-quality homes across the country and is available to meet with you to find your home that meets your price range without sacrifice craftsmanship.
All right, Chris, that was a 1st down for West Brunswick on their 20-yard line. Just a handoff off the right side, and about a 6-yard, maybe a foot loss there on that. So that's going to be, let's say 2nd and 10 for West Brunswick. No gain on that play. Hunter Ashburn back in. That was quarterbacking was Dylan Howard there. Hunter Ashburn in now at quarterback for West Brunswick. He's looking in the flat. There's a pass. Incomplete.
That's incomplete, but it's almost a great play by Anthony McRae there.
Yeah. Actually hit the Socastee player and bounced off and almost was able to catch that. That puts him incomplete pass. That gets him roughly 3rd and 10.
That's interesting that what we seen last night and then what we're seeing back here today, shuffling 2 quarterbacks in and out. And I've seen teams do that all season long, and that's to see what happens here. Looks like Hunter's coming back in.
Yep. Looks like Coach Hannah's got them standing on the sideline, shuffles those plays in and out with the quarterback.
It's going to be a long.
It's going to be a long 3rd down there, Chris. Roughly 3rd and, let's say, 10 and a half. Hunter rolls out to the far side. He's got a man downfield. That ball's up in the air, and he's got a man. And that ball's almost picked off, Chris. Almost picked off. He just floated that up there just a little bit too long. Yeah, any velocity on that at all, it would have been a completion.
Well, Mike, that's what was all happening at the interception out there in the flats. It just floated, and that pass right there just needed a little less air up underneath it, and that might have been a TD right there.
Right.
So it was a good play, and they may want to look back at that again, maybe in the 3rd, 4th quarter.
It's a good call there, and that gives them 4th now, 4th and 11. West Brunswick punting now to Socastee. Socastee receivers just inside the 50 there on about the 48-yard line. West Brunswick. He takes that ball on about the 45. He's got a seam up the side.
He's hit hard, Mike. He's hit hard on sidelines.
Yeah, he got a good shot there on about the – still want to spot that on about the West Brunswick 46-yard line.
Miss Z would like us to announce that we are selling 50-50.
I'll tell you, I did hear some pads hitting down there, though.
Yes.
So buy your 50-50 raffle tickets from Miss Z or any of the varsity cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, thanks for coming out tonight. A lot of school spirit.
All right, Chris, that's put Socastee now in West Brunswick territory with that punt. Well, they moved the ball back to the 48-yard line now of West Brunswick. So 1st and 10 for Socastee at the West Brunswick 48. Quick handoff to the fullback right up the middle. Looks like a pickup of about 2 there. It should give Socastee about second and 8.
Brought down by number 51, Daniel McRaney.
So far, Mike, the defense has held up pretty good, and we talked about an experienced offensive line on Socastee having 4 return players come back. Basically, a brand-new defensive line here for West Brunswick's held up pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing well. Man in motion to the near side. Same play, Chris. Handoff for the fullback up the middle.
Number 34, your ball carrier, brought down by number 7, Timmy King.
That's a pickup of about 5 there, Chris. That's going to give them about third and 2 there for Socastee. And it looks like Socastee's just kind of content right now just to pound it right up the middle.
Well, I imagine we talked about the big fullback, being 220 pounds.
Yeah.
Short yardage right here, you'd think that he's getting the ball. And he is lined up single in the backfield.
Yep.
Look like a wing formation.
2 slots, man in motion to the far side. There's a little cross to the near side. He's got a juke on the outside. He's got some room to run, Chris. He's down to gets out of bounds on they're going to spot it on about the 2-yard line.
Everybody bid on that fullback.
They sure did.
And he just was wide open on the right side, outside linebacker, and defensive end over here got blocked.
Yeah.
Bumped out of bounds by number
that was
Jimmy Cochran. Brings up a first down for the Braves.
They give Socastee 1st and goal on the West Brunswick 2. It's like Tariq Thomas, Chris, on that number 8, came up there and tried to make a play on him and just kind of got juked out.
Yeah.
Gave him that clear lane to the outside. Nobody was behind him. No containment was behind him. Man in motion for Socastee. Gives it to the fullback. Fake to the fullback. It looks like the quarterback keeps that. He gets.
Number 2, Jordan Hodge.
See where he's.
Brought down by number 50.
On about the 1-yard line. Pick up a 1 for Socastee on the West Brunswick 1-yard line.
Turnover would be good right now.
Yes, it would.
Fullback, single back in the backfield.
Single back set. And he's in that time. Touchdown, Socastee.
Touchdown, Socastee.
And Chris, that's other than the score at the beginning of the game with the interception run back deep in their own territory, or deep in our territory, I should say. They've had some big plays moving it between the 20s. Just like we saw earlier.
Well, yeah, Socastee has made some of the bigger plays in the game total.
Right.
West Brunswick Trojans special teams has got them good field positions last night.
Yep.
And, Socastee strikes first here. Looks like extra point's
kick
good.
Looks like it's up, and it's good. So with 7:28 left in the second quarter, it's Socastee 17, West Brunswick 7.
The extra point was good. Makes the score Socastee Braves 17.
Mike, I'm going to try to finish up Southern Homes. We didn't quite finish them, but we want to talk about Southern Homes again of Brunswick County. We talked about Wayne and Annette Taylor being the owners, but Southern Homes is your source of high-quality homes across the county and is available to meet with you to find your home that meets your price range without sacrificing craftsmanship. So relax as we build your new home so you can focus on building your family memories. Mm-hmm. Southern Homes can be reached by phone 910-575-5566 or by email at Wayne Taylor, 5566 at yahoo.com.
We have pizza, hot dogs,
all right,
chili cheese, chips, nachos. Anything you want, we got it.
And
if you don't have it, we'll get it. Cold drinks, sunset slush.
Socastee set to kick off to West Brunswick.
Back to receive, Quinlan Moore and Bubba McCrae.
Okay, Mike. Here's where we need to. This is where we excelled last night.
This is where we have excelled. Yeah, we did excel last night.
And so let's see what happens
special
here.
Teams on the kickoffs. That's going to go right to Bubba McCrae, and he's going to take it up the middle there, Chris. He's got a little bit of a seam there. He gets popped about the 35-yard line. They're going to be down at up to about the 36-yard line of West Brunswick, where the Trojans will take over.
It's time to get this offensive machine rolling here, Mike. They've had a few good sparks here. Last night we talked about the feed of Hunter at quarterback.
Right.
Obviously scored last night, so we'll see if they can't get the offensive line a little bit more in motion. So you get a run attack going here.
Howard under center right now. Hand off to Malik right there up the right off the tackle there. Chris picks up, looks like about maybe 2. Gives West Brunswick 2nd and 8. Ball spotted just inside the 40. Pick up about 3, maybe let's say 2nd and 7. I formation in the backfield.
Yeah.
Hand off to the outside edge right here with Bubba McCrae. He's on his feet, Chris. I think he's got the first down. Good run by Bubba off the left side.
That's a good. He followed his block,
He sure
right
did.
off his block, went
He
right
sure
off his
did.
block's back hip, and got to the outside, and good little spin move there to get him down to the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yep.
Bubba runs hard.
Yep. First down, West Brunswick. Ball spotted right on the 50-yard line.
West Brunswick's fortunate to have 2 good running backs. Shaquem
Yes, they
Hill
are.
is in the backfield
Yep.
now, tailback number 13.
Yep.
He's got some speed and a little bit of elusiveness.
Yep. Shaquem back there. Yep. Shaquem gets the ball, gets met at the line of scrimmage, gets a little bit of a push there. I think he might have got back.
Well, he fought his way for about
Yes,
2
he did.
yards. I tell you, that's some tough running.
We'll see
but
where
there
they-
was nothing there for him.
No, there wasn't. They collapsed that hole quick.
So tough running by Shaquem there.
Number 13, Shaquem Hill, your ball carrier.
Yeah, it's about a 2-yard pickup. So 2nd and 8 for West Brunswick. Ball spotted on the Socastee 48-yard line. Hunter Ashburn back in at quarterback now.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're doing that. So that's I'm just
Well, it keeps the defense wondering.
Yes, it does. I
What
mean,
they're,
you're multi-dimensional. I
yeah,
guess
what
that
they're
way.
going to prepare for. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Single setback. Shaquem in the backfield. There's a fake. There's a pitch. Hunter's motion to the outside. He's got some blockers. Gets up to about the picks up about 2 on that, Chris. After that scramble, had some pressure coming in there. There's a flag on the far side. Looks like maybe a block in the back.
Yeah, they
See what the
defensive
call
end
is
or
here.
either the outside line, but I couldn't tell for Socastee. But whoever had that containment
Yeah.
did a good job over there,
Yeah,
staying home.
Yeah, that's a block in the
And,
back by the Trojans. So that's going to be 10 yards.
It just pushed Hunter out further,
Repeat, 2nd down.
so it was good containment on that side.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
he didn't make the tackle,
Right.
it pushed him out further.
Right.
Gave the defense time to come up and
Yeah.
respond.
That's going to move the ball back to. That was about a 2-yard pickup there, Chris. But that's going to move the ball back. That's going to give them second.
No, that's about
That's going to give
22-yard
them second,
lines.
about 22 there. That's what we were talking about last night about penalties and turnovers. Those things are.
Yeah, and not
they'll
many.
kill you at the most
Not many last night.
Haven't had
really.
many. Didn't have many last night at all. But when you do have them, it's at the most inopportune time. It seems like. You got somewhat of a drive going. You got 3 wideouts to the near side now, single back. Hunter back to pass. He's got a man in the flat. He's got to move. He's still on his feet. Gets up to about the 49-yard line of
With the pickup.
Daquan Burgess. Nice pick up there. Nice throw by Hunter out there to the flat.
Yeah, it was.
Daquan juked a little bit. Got him some extra yardage out of that. And that gives him 3rd and 9 at the Socastee 49.
Well, that makes it a reasonable 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's
And you're past midfield, so.
right. Hunter back in at quarterback. You got the 3 wideouts to the far side this time, Chris. Single back. Shaquem Hill in the backfield. Hunter under center. He's about to drop back to pass. He's rolling out to the far side. He's got a gap. He's got a seam. Still on his feet. Finally gets taken down just about the line of scrimmage there, Chris. They strung that out down the line. Didn't really give him a good look downfield.
Yeah.
Was looking to throw the ball, and Hunter tried to tuck it and find a seam there, and they kind of strung him out down the line of scrimmage. So that makes it 4th down for West Brunswick.
Yeah, on the 50-yard line, you got to punt here and then
Yeah.
try to pin them back inside the 20 and get your defense back on the field and
Right.
see if defense can hold
Well,
them.
you still got 3 minutes and 50 seconds in the second quarter, so. Ball's down by Shane McKenzie there, it looks like, on the about the 15-yard line.
Well, they got him down inside the 20 like we talked about, around the 15-yard line. Now defense needs to do their job, get the ball back, and see if we can get the ball back, with somewhere around a minute and a half to minute 45 seconds left, and that's give you time to score.
Right. Something we talked about last night, Chris, we had mentioned the senior highlight of Dylan Howard. And I didn't really do him justice because we were getting ready to go into another play. But Dylan's played here all 4 years. He ran the JV offense with good success. But he's been a versatile player because he's been backing up two different quarterbacks, Dustin and Dylan Dargusis. But he's come in as a wide out. He's come in as a long snapper. He's been pretty versatile for the team. He's done a good job wherever he's played. Is actually a pretty good wide receiver. He's made some critical catches last year in some of the games. And
he's a good athlete. And I complimented him on that pass last night in the end zone.
Yeah.
That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's a good touch on the pass. He has good touch on those type passes.
Yeah, he does. All right, so here we are. Socastee, 1st and 10 from their 15-yard line. The ball's on the ground, Chris. The ball's on the ground.
All right.
We got the ball.
Woo!
We got the ball on about the 6. They're going to spot that on the 6-yard line. That's the break we needed.
Well, Mike, that's exactly the break. I got a little excited there.
Yeah.
I seen that ball coming out.
Sherm Fullwood with the recovery on that.
That was a great pursuit. I didn't get the number who had because that chance never had that play never had a chance anyway.
No.
And so I don't know who that was in the backfield. I have to go back and look on film. It was a great play. And that's what we needed to get back in this ball game. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left. And
probably on that side of the ball, if I had to guess, it was probably number 51, Daniel McCraney, possibly. But because Daniel's had good success getting in the backfield.
Well, I think he's a little quick off the line for a defensive lineman, and that's giving that offensive line trouble.
That gives West Brunswick a 1st and goal from the Socastee 6. Dylan Howard under center. Takes a handoff to Bubba McCray, gets up to the line of scrimmage and still fighting for 2 there. Gets the ball down inside the 5.
Mike, he drug him 2 yards.
Yes, he did.
And Bubba's not a big kid.
He's a strong runner, though. He does have some speed, and he's strong. That gives him 2nd and goal from about just inside the 4 of Socastee. 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Dylan under center. I formation in the backfield. Handoff again to McCray. He keeps driving. He's got his legs going. The offensive line is fighting. Looks like he's down on about the 1-yard line, Chris.
I think he's down on the 1-inch line.
Yeah, it could be even tighter than that.
I think he might be inside
looks like
the
about
1.
maybe the foot line, yeah. So that's 3rd and goal now inside the 1 for West Brunswick. The fans that are here are starting to scream a little bit and get a little excited.
Well, Mike, what do you look for here? Do you look for a quick fullback with Malik or a quarterback sneak?
You got the I formation. You got a big number 19 fullback. Chris, I just think you run it right up the gut.
Need to hang on to the football, Mike.
Absolutely.
There's
Dylan with a quarterback,
touchdown.
And that looks like touchdown, West Brunswick. Touchdown, West Brunswick. Dylan Howard with the sneak right up the center.
That's what I'd have called. It's a good call by the coach.
That was an excellent call. Excellent call. So 2:11 left in the 2nd quarter there, Chris. That puts us Socastee 17, West Brunswick 13, getting ready to attempt the extra point here.
What that quarterback sneak does for me on a 1-yard line like that, it eliminates any chance of mistakes on handoff, that type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got a big center, 2 big old guards.
Right. Right. Hunter Ashburn into kick, and the kick is up, and it is looks like it's good, and it's good. So with 2:11, Chris, left in the 2:11 left in the 2nd quarter.
Let's talk about
Socastee 17, West Brunswick 14.
Let's talk about Turtle Crossing Cupcakes, Espresso Bar and Bake Shop.
Man, sounds good.
Turtle Crossing Espresso Bar and Bake Shop is located at 10152 Beach Drive in Calabash at the Calabash Cottages. Hours of operations Monday through Saturday 8 to 8 and Sunday 12 to 6. For information, call 910-579-1500. Hours are seasonal. Call for hours during the off-season, featuring fair trade fresh ground coffee, including espresso, cappuccino, frappies, lattes, iced coffee, and tea, and fruit smoothies. Try our ever-popular New Jersey-style crumb cake, cannoli, macaroons, gourmet-flavored cupcakes, mini and full-size pies. And I don't even know. Besicati, limoncello, mascarpone cakes, cheesecakes, and much more. We have a very large selection that you won't find elsewhere. Design and order a custom bake and decorated cake for any occasion. We can provide you with cakes for any number of people, all freshly baked and decorated in our own shop. Come on over and sit in our open-air courtyard. Bring a friend, a newspaper, or your dog. We can't wait to meet you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm telling you.
That sounds so good I couldn't even pronounce some of the words.
Yeah, it's got to be good if you can't pronounce it. West Brunswick getting ready to kick off the Socastee. 2:11 left in the second quarter. Little squib kick there, Chris. Ball takes a hop. Ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. He's got some pursuit. He's got to see him on the far side. He's got nobody on his heels. He's got nobody that's going to catch him. That is a touchdown for Socastee. Chris, he hit that outside seam and nobody was there.
Number 10.
I don't know if the lanes collapsed too early where it gave him that outside edge.
Well, you know, I don't know if that was called to be a squib kick, but that just right there shouldn't have happened.
Right.
That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, and you're right. You're right.
But sometimes a squib kick like that, and I don't know. That's misfortunate to come momentum to get on your side and be taken away and swept away from you so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you had a different ball game now. Now you're looking at
we're looking at a 10-point
possibly
spread.
10-point spread here, maybe going into halftime here. So that kick is up, and it looks like it's good, and it is. So with a minute 58 seconds left in the second quarter,
you know,
Socastee goes back up by 10, 24-14 over West Brunswick.
We talked about wanting the ball back with 2 minutes or less. We got it in the same position that we didn't want to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not.
This seems like everybody got bundled up there in the middle.
Well, I think what
I don't know if they didn't cover their lanes or what it was.
There's probably multiple things. It certainly doesn't look like they've covered their lanes because it looks like as soon as they saw him dropping the football, the lanes collapsed. And then they left him that all he had to get by was 2 guys there in the center, and then he had the sideline wide open.
On special teams, you teach to cover your lane.
Right.
You run down your lane, and then you collapse in.
Right.
But maybe they collapsed just a little bit too quickly.
Yeah,
but it looked like they all got bogged up in the center.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Yep. So Socastee now getting ready to kick back off to West Brunswick. Quinlan Moore, Bubba McCray back for West Brunswick. Short kick. It's going to get taken right there on the. That's by number 8. I think it's a.
With the catch. Trojans take the ball on the 36.
Yeah, Sherm Fullwood with that catch there. Chris got the ball up to short kick. He was one of the upbacks. That got up to about the West Brunswick 37-yard line. Just inside the 37.
Mike, you got plenty of time. A minute 51.
Yeah,
you should throw the ball right here. I think
have time.
You got some capable running backs that can break it. You ain't gonna break it like that, though.
Right there at the line. That number. That was met at the line of scrimmage right there.
That was no blocking on the left side of the line.
No blocking on that left side there.
Second down for the Trojans.
I mean, it just collapsed.
Just met him right at the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2 yards. Maybe even 3 yards. That gives them 2nd and 13, let's say, for West Brunswick. Back on their, Looks like they're 33-yard line.
Yes, 2nd and 13. Looks like they're going to be shotgun formation.
Yeah, Hunter Ashburn in there now. He's got wideouts. He's got a single back with him in the slot. There's a quick, and the ball's on the ground. And there's a that's just a drop. That's just a drop there, Chris. I mean, that's just, I don't know if he was trying to fake the handoff and then keep it to roll out, but he mishandled the football. Socastee takes over on the West Brunswick 33-yard line.
Yeah, that was going to be a fake, and he just pushed the ball out.
It's not even the 33. I'm sorry. It's more like the 27.
It's just like when the running back went through, it just knocked him right out of his hands.
Yeah, 1:08 left on the clock in the half. They got to be careful here. They don't want to self-destruct here. This is. I mean, if I was Socastee, I'd take a chance down the field. Sure. You got a wide out on the far side, wide out on the near side. And there's the same situation with him. Of course, he recovered his own fumble. That's got a loss of about almost 4 or 5 yards there. So that's about second and 15.
Timeout here.
Timeout, Socastee.
2nd and 15 there, Chris, for Socastee. A couple of miscues there.
Let's talk a little bit about our new coach.
Yeah.
Coach Hanna came from Irmo, South Carolina.
Right.
Coached there, I believe, 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years plus, I think, yeah.
And as we talked last night, he went to 3 state championship games.
Right.
Had 1 undefeated season.
Right.
Very successful there. I think he's got over 40 years coaching experience.
Yep.
You know, I've had the privilege of coming out here some afternoons and being able to watch a little bit of the practice.
Right.
He coaches sternly, but he's very, very meek and very quiet.
Yeah, he's a very soft-spoken coach, but
yes,
but he does command some respect, and he expects the players, as we talked a little bit last night, he expects the players to perfect their position.
Yes.
And not settle for being mediocre. Yes. He wants them to be the best they can be at their respective spot. So here's Socastee now, Chris, 2nd and 15 with the ball. Man in motion to the far side. He's rolling to the near side, and there's pressure, and he's down. That looks like Brandon Worley. Brandon Worley on a blitz right there, Chris, came in free. Pushed him back to the West Brunswick, about the 44-yard line. Yeah. That's 3rd and about 25 roughly?
Yeah, I believe I'd back my defensive backs up a little bit here. Yeah, 37 seconds and counting, and ain't nobody's calling no timeout. So
you think that's going to be aired out?
They're comfortable with letting the clock run down and maybe calling one more play.
Yeah.
But Mike, what I've seen from last night, and I know they got 24 points on the board, but I think the defense for the first game has come together quite well.
Oh yeah, they have. I agree with you. Yeah.
Delay a game, Mike.
Delay a game, yeah. They're just going to run the clock down. They're just going to take this into the locker room. 24-14. There's a quick pass to the far side. Oh, I thought that was picked.
Yeah. Could have been.
I thought that Daquan Hewitt almost had that pick.
Well, that's a quick. That still left 5.4 seconds left, and it's 4th down and 31.
4th and 31 for Socastee. So they're
broke up by number 20, Devontae Hewitt.
I'll tell you what we need here, Chris. We need a special teams trick right here with a run back.
Well, run back, or a block punt, or a run back.
We need to get in the end zone in 5 seconds. That'll give us 4 points. That'll give us 0.4 seconds to kick the extra point. And they're coming to block it. It's a good punt.
Excellent punt.
Good punt. Quinlan's going to get that on his goal line, and he's got some room. He just still on his feet. He gets down about the 11-yard line, and that's it for the first half. So with the score at halftime, Socastee 24, West Brunswick 14. We'll be back after this.
For your West Brunswick Trojans 14.
All right, Chris, we're back out here for the second half now. West Brunswick should get the ball for the second half to open the second half. So hopefully the offense, maybe even a run back on the kickoff, but hopefully the offense can generate something. And they've had a couple drives going in the first half. Penalties hurt them a couple times. Turnovers certainly hurt them. So maybe we got a different. Maybe they were able to tweak things a little bit at halftime in the locker room and make some adjustments.
Well, Mike, it's basically erase that run back. And I know you can't do that.
Right.
You got a 17-14 ball game in a very tight, evenly matched game. So I'm looking to see West Brunswick take this down the field and get in scoring position here on this first. I think their offense, as from the very first series last night to now, their offense is in sync a little bit more. Their offensive line's a little bit more in sync. So I'd like to see West Brunswick stick to the run game and establish a run game here in this second half.
Right.
And I think they get back in this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like you talked earlier, before halftime, the defense has really come up. Defense has stepped up, and they've played well last night and today. It's just the turnovers and the miscues on the special teams, and the deep fumble from that the offense had deep in their territory and gave Socastee the ball, and those kind of things just shoot you in the foot. But you just got to continue to play consistent.
I look for two things to come back to on this offense. One, I look come back to Hunter on that little fake to the fullback where he curls in behind that fullback or the tailback. I can't remember which one it was, and use his feet like he did in that first quarter last night. And I also look for maybe them coming back. You remember Dylan had a touchdown in the end zone, somewhere around the 20-yard line they were.
Yep.
And look at them coming back at. And then today we've seen a wide open, I don't know who it was out here.
I think it was Daquan Burgess.
Burgess.
Yep.
And the ball just floated up, but, I look for that play again. So, those are some things that they've been successful at. And so I look for them in the second half maybe to come back to those plays. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to see here, Chris. We're getting ready to kick the ball off.
Bubba's run real hard. Shaquem's run hard. He drugged some people down the field. So, they got two tough running backs right there. And
well, you got some speed. You got some speed deep.
Got the tools. They got the players.
Right. You got speed deep, and you got speed deep for the kickoff, and even the upbacks. You got Shaquem Hill and Sherman Fullwood at the upbacks, but you got Bubba McCray and Quinlan Moore as your deep backs, and you got some speed back there. If you can get a lane open up, I think as fast as those two guys are that are deep, you might have a good chance for a run back, which we saw last night. We had two good run backs. Last night. Matter of fact, both of the run backs we saw last night, they ended up getting tripped up by the kicker.
Yeah, they did.
Socastee getting ready to kick off. All right, Chris Quinlan takes out on about the 11-yard line, goes up the middle, does have a seam. He bounces it out to the far side. Still on his feet, had a little bit of a seam there. Got kind of curled up there. The ball's up to about the 30. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 31-yard line of West Brunswick.
Pretty good coverage by the Socastee special teams there.
Yes, it was. It'll be 1st and 10 for West Brunswick on the 31-yard line. Dylan Howard back out at quarterback. Open the second half.
Very silent, very quiet around here.
It is very quiet, isn't it? The fans
a little bit bigger crowd has showed up now.
Yeah. People are kind of wandering in.
Here we go, Mike.
Single setback, handoff to Bubba's got a hold to the far side, to the near side, Chris. He's got a seam. He's got some speed down the sideline. I don't know that he's going to get caught. And it looks like touchdown, West Brunswick. What a run.
Hey.
Nice hole off the near side there, opened up. Nobody could catch him. Great run.
Nice job for him to get to the outside. The sideline's always your friend, and down that sideline.
Yep, absolutely.
And Bubba's got some speed.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's the answer you needed to come out with right there.
Oh, most definitely. That just punches Socastee's right in the mouth.
That's the answer you needed right there. That makes it a quick 24-20 almost. Hunter Ashburn getting ready to kick the extra point.
That's 2 quarterbacks out there.
Yes, it is.
One for
yes,
the holder,
it is.
one kicking.
Yeah, holder and a kicker. That's right. And it's blocked.
Yeah, that was just a lack of blocking
blocked,
right there.
yep.
The extra point,
Yep.
no good.
Yep.
So we got 20-24 ball game here, 11-40. So that didn't take long to score,
No,
Mike.
it did not. No, it did not.
So what do you think they talked to him in the halftime about this special teams right here? Here we get ready to kick off again. I'm sure that was addressed.
I would think it would be addressed, Chris.
I would imagine people was told to stay in their lanes.
Yes, yeah. And that's the critical thing on the kickoff.
Well, that outside guy, the 2 outside on the kickoff right here, they got to containment down that
yes,
sideline.
they do. Yep.
And so you can't get drawn in too quickly.
Pinch that in too soon, then you're in trouble. I tell you, Bubba showed his speed right there.
Yeah, he does.
On that outside edge, and he's
real decent speed.
And he's not a small back. I mean,
no,
he's pretty stocky.
He's strong.
He's a pretty stocky fella.
I don't know. He squats quite a bit. He's strong in his lower.
Right.
And any good running back.
All right, West Brunswick getting ready to kick off the Socastee now.
I started to say any good running back needs to do squats. I mean, you got to be. You get hit at line of scrimmage, you got to
get
your
the
legs.
power.
You're using your legs out. The power's coming out of your legs.
Exactly. There's a kick, Chris. Good kick right there.
That's a little line drive.
Taking on about the 18-yard line. It looks like he's trying to find a seam. Had a piece right there. It looked like he got hemmed in there at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a lot better coverage that time.
That was.
Your ball carrier.
I think they were, like you said, I think they were talked to about their holding their lanes. Don't pinch in too soon, and then you see what happened. It was somewhat of a short kick, about a 12-yard run back, actually, once he got the ball.
And it's not getting much air up underneath it. So
right.
As line drive a kick as it was, that's good coverage.
Yeah. Give Socastee 1st and 10 from their 30.
I need to get this crowd into this ball game.
1st and 10 for Socastee on their 30-yard line, Chris. They got the single back set. There's a quarterback. It looks like the quarterback's got that, and he was met right there at the line of scrimmage. Nice play by Brandon Worley.
Brandon Worley on the tackle.
Looks like, Chris, the quarterback is riding that. He's riding that fullback until he sees either the end come in or what the linebacker's doing.
He should be reading the defensive end.
He's reading the defensive end, and then he's making the call whether to keep it or to hand it off.
Yep.
And that call right there, Brandon made him right at the line of scrimmage. That was no gain for Socastee. That gives them 2nd and 10, ball still at their 30-yard line.
Get your 50-50 raffle ticket.
Yeah, Brandon's playing that middle very well on those plays right there.
Yes, he is. Got some motion there for Socastee. That's going to back them up another 5. That's going to give them 2nd and 25. Looks like the tight end moved, or the slot guy actually, I think, moved on the far side.
Legal procedure on the Braves.
Mike, you think Socastee might just be just a little shook up here?
I think they probably got stung a little bit.
Yeah,
they didn't anticipate that run. Now you got the wind is picked up, Chris, so your throwing game might be affected a little bit.
Yeah.
If you decide to air it, it blows. Looks like
running across the field.
It's blowing
here.
across the field. Yeah. 2nd and 25 for Socastee on their 25. There's a quarterback keeper to the far side, Chris. He kept it that time, and they've met him. Looks like he might have got pick up a 3. That should give him about a third down and 12 roughly.
Yeah. Good containment on that side.
Good containment over there. Nobody bid on the handoff to the near side.
Brought down by number 50, nasty Nate Gilbert.
give Socastee third and 12 for the first down. Ball spotted, it looks like about their 28-yard line.
You'll see what they come up with. They got two coming out here to the far side.
Well, you got two wideouts to the near side. Tied into the near side. Yep. Single back set. He's rolling to this near side. He's got a man that wide open down the middle.
No, he did not catch it. Hit the ground.
It hit the ground. Okay. Looked like he might have rolled under, but he was open nonetheless.
Oh, he was wide open.
He was wide open nonetheless. Yeah. So there was a blown coverage or something there.
Number 15.
For him to get that open out there.
They were very lucky for that to be a short pass.
Yes, they were.
I mean, that pass.
That's 4th and 12 now.
That's one apiece on the miscues on the wide open man here. Because he was wide open. Defensive coordinator, defensive back coach will be looking at that right there.
Absolutely.
And, he'll be coaching that right on the sidelines.
Yeah, that was.
And I don't know where he came from. Did you see if he was a wide out, Mike?
I did not see if he was a wide out. I think he was, Chris, but he came from the other side.
That's a little.
That's going to go out of bounds on about the 39-yard line of West Brunswick.
Running to the 41. Brings up a first down for the Trojans.
I think he was lined up, Chris, because they had two guys on this side. I think they had double tight end set, and I think he came from the slot position and crossed.
Yeah, I had my eyes peeled on the far side.
Across the far
there,
side. And he just got behind him somehow. Nobody picked him up. So West Brunswick will get the ball 1st and 10 from there. Looks like they're about their 41-yard line. Got the sun breaking back out here a little bit after
you got to get the sunglasses back on.
Cloud coverage.
Shotgun formation, Mike.
Shotgun formation. Hunter Ashburn back. He's dropping back to pass. He's got time. He's got a man down the field there. And it's caught.
He's wide open.
Quinlan Moore caught wide open. 2 flags in the back. Could be a late hit on the quarterback, possibly.
I think it is.
I didn't see the flag. There's another flag for excessive. Another flag in the end zone for excessive celebration. We'll take that one.
2 flags on the field.
But that is a touchdown. Beautiful pass by Hunter Ashburn.
They got 2 flags, 1 deep.
Two flags, 1 deep. We'll see what the call is. That's excessive celebration in the end zone.
That was a great catch.
That was an excellent catch because there was coverage on him.
Yeah, it was.
Good pass. We'll see what the call is here. Looks like a hold, maybe. That flag, that first flag, Chris, at the line of scrimmage is looks like the vicinity of a hold.
Yeah, but you got, I think, roughing the passer back on in the backfield flag, possibly. We'll see how it all winds out.
There it is, right there. He's roughing the passer.
The offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties. They're going to do it over.
Mike, I tell you what, that
is disheartening right there. I'm telling you.
What was the first call? Holding?
First call was a holding on West Brunswick. Second call was.
So they're not going to offset. Well,
it looks like they're going to mark off the hold, and then they're going to mark off the roughing the passer.
15-yard penalty against the Trojans, 1st and 25.
So they assessed.
That was because you had an excessive celebration down here. So you had 2 penalties against West Brunswick.
So you had one offsetting.
You had one offsetting, and then you had the 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. That's going to move them back to that's going to put them about 1st and 25 roughly. From their 20, just inside about the 26-yard line.
You went from making a touchdown to 1st and 25.
Yeah.
And Mike, that's hard to control your emotions like that, especially a big play like that.
It is.
But that's definitely something that's going to have to be taught and disciplined.
That's a discipline aspect is what that is, Chris. I mean, the hold you get there, and like you said earlier, you hadn't been that many penalties, but it just seems like they come at the most inopportune time. So West Brunswick, wide out to the far side, to the near side. Dylan with the handoff. Gets up the middle there.
Number 19,
Malik King up there.
I'm not so sure I like the way Malik King took that ball from quarterback.
It looked like he had a loaf of bread in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, well, he just takes. I mean, it wasn't stuck to his body.
Yeah, he doesn't really.
It seemed like he reached out and grabbed
really
it.
Seal it in there. That's going to give him about second and 21 roughly.
Brings up a 2nd down for the Trojans.
taking the fullback out and going out with another wideout.
Yep.
And I believe that's Tristan Lewis.
Looks like Tristan Lewis, number 83. So you got two wideouts to the far side. Single setback in the backfield. Should be Bubba McCray. Hunter in a shotgun formation.
Tristan coming in the
Tristan
motion.
in motion to the near side.
Just getting reset.
Yep. We got a flag
Delay
on play.
game.
Delay a game on West Brunswick. Yep.
Delay a game penalty against the Trojans.
Oh, that's on Dylan. That's on Dylan. I thought Hunter was in. That was Dylan.
Brings up a 2nd and 27.
Well, couldn't get it.
I don't know. The
set.
slot was set on the wrong narrow side.
Yep.
He's supposed to be on the wide side,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
But still, even at that, they didn't have much time. Now they're going back, taking Tristan off, and they're going back with a fullback.
Yeah, they're back. Now you're back to
So-
now you're about to about a 2nd and 26 or 27.
I look for Anthony McCray or Bubba to get this football.
Two wideouts to the near
Anthony
side
McCray
now.
to get this football, and he does.
He does. He's got that same hole that he's not. Gets up to about the 29-yard line. Wes, that's going to put him third.
Number 30, Bubba
Roughly
McCray.
3rd and 20, let's say, maybe 21. Ball spotted just at their 29-yard line, West Brunswick.
7 minutes and 50 seconds and counting in the third quarter.
Yeah. All right, two wideouts to the near side now, Chris. Still in the I formation. Hunter back to pass. He's got some help. He's got a man down there. That thing's fluttering, and that's a pick. Pick on the 50. He's running down the sideline. He's still on his feet. Gets hammered about the 20.
He's intercepted by number 10.
Chris, that ball just floated up there again. I mean, it just kind of ducked itself up there in the air, and looks like Daquan or somebody just looked like he slid down, but he just stepped right up there on it. So we went from having a touchdown to three penalties on two penalties
we looked
on that play.
to having the lead to giving the ball
Up
on a
our
short
20
field
on our 20-yard line.
So
with that interception run back, that was probably about almost a 20-yard run back after the interception. That gives Socastee 1st and 10 at the West Brunswick 20-yard line. Rolling to the far side. He's running back to the far side. And there's a pick right there. That looks like Jimmy Cochran.
Jimmy Cochran.
Jimmy Cochran with a pick. And they're going to spot that right at the 2-yard line. So we get the ball back deep in our own territory. But
it
does keep them from scoring.
We talked about 10 sophomores, 2 freshmen. There's a sophomore stepping up.
All right.
And holding a good position.
Right.
And matter of fact, I don't know. Jimmy played a corner, I believe, on JV
yes, he did. Yep,
last
sure
year
did.
as a freshman.
Yep.
So
yep, he sure did.
Great play by Jimmy, and
Yep.
that turns things around.
Sure it does.
Now
you got Hunter Ashburn going in at quarterback now. All right, Chris, 1st and 10 for West Brunswick after the interception on their 2-yard line. Single wide out to the near side, single wide out to the far side. Bubba McCray set in a slot formation. Looks like we got a timeout. Might have been some confusion.
Timeout White, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout for West.
Timeout.
Yes, it is. Timeout for the Trojans. Yeah, that was a big break. And I tell you what, I'm surprised. That Socastee's quarterback rolled out here, threw all the way back across the field. That's
Sure
a dangerous
did.
pass.
Sure did.
And
Sure did. Let's talk more, Chris. Let's do one more senior highlight here. This is Daniel McCraney, 6 foot, 215 pounds, 17 years old, number 51. Lives in Shallotte, plays defensive end, does a good job at it. Considers himself a playmaker, and we saw he made some plays last night that were defensive plays today. Yes, you're right. Plans to go to NC State, wants to pursue a degree in engineering. Favorite food is Brunswick stew. You don't see that very often. Carolina Panthers is favorite NFL team. NC State is his favorite college team. And he loves Javian Clowney, who's now at the Texans.
I wonder why he likes Clowney.
So maybe that's who he emulates. But Daniel's been
He's been a terrific player.
He's been a terrific player here at West Brunswick.
Terrific student.
Yes, he is. All right, we're back, Chris. So now we've got 1st and 10 from the 2 for West Brunswick. From their 2. So they got 98 yards to go. 7:15 left in the third quarter.
You got single coverage out here.
You got single coverage on. It looks like
Daquan.
It's like Daquan.
No.
Is that number 6? That's number 6. Tariq Thomas. I mean, that's Daquan Burgess. Yeah, number
Daquan.
6.
That's Daquan out here.
Yeah, Quinlan Moore on the far side. There's Hunter in his own end zone trying to get it out of there, give him some room, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage.
He might have a safety.
I don't know if where they're giving him progress or not. Can't be a touchdown.
That's a safety.
That's a safety. So they did. They hit him at the line. They hit him and drove him back.
Well, we gave up two points in the ball.
Yep. We had 6 and gave up 2.
That's a safety for the Braves.
So the offensive line couldn't get any drive off the ball to give him some room. And I'm sure that's what the plan was, is just get him some breathing room outside that 2-yard line. But that hole was not there. Officials are conferring at the midfield there in the center of the field for one signal a touchdown, which I don't know if that means the fumble came out.
Well, no, I don't think it's a touchdown. I think he just made a wrong
safety.
signal.
Yeah. So they're having
It's the first game for the officials, too.
Right, it is. You're right. It is. Coach Han out there conferring with the official.
We want to bring a special thanks to the Spirit Club.
Well, that's going to give Socastee, with that safety, Chris, like you said, it'll give them the 2 points and it'll give them the ball back.
Oh, yes, it will. And probably very, very good field position here, too.
Yeah.
Women's varsity tennis on Tuesday against Ashley. Women's volleyball, varsity and JV.
So they're calling for the
on Wednesday.
Calling for the
We
kickoff
also
team.
have a JV home football game against Myrtle Beach on Wednesday. And then Thursday, women's varsity tennis against Lansing.
Mike, let's talk about one of our other sponsors, ATMC.
All right.
ATMC
Okay.
not only offers local telephone service, but also a wide variety of additional services, including high-speed internet, cable TV, wireless business communications, and security. From those early days to today, our top priority has always been to provide our customers with communication services at an excellent value with outstanding customer service. ATMC is a local company with local priorities. Contact them at 910-754-4311 or check them out on the web at www.atmc.net.
All right, Chris.
And we thank ATMC for
absolutely
their great sponsorship.
Absolutely. Brandon Worley getting ready to punt the ball back.
Yeah, they're going to punt from the 20.
That ball is going to be picked up on about their 42-yard line. Comes across midfield. Finally gets taken down on about the West Brunswick 40. Looks like the West Brunswick 46-yard line.
Stone Mason.
All right, Chris. The defense has done the work now, so they're going to have to step up one more time. Shut these guys down.
It's been an interesting third quarter. It's been a little.
There's still plenty of time. You got over almost 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Still only a 6-point spread.
Right. All right, Socastee on the ball. 1st and 10 from the West Brunswick 46. Man in motion to the near side. Hand off to the fullback off this left side. Looks like he picks up about 5 yards there, Chris. He's down to about the 41. That gives him 2nd and 5.
Number 24, Josh Woodard, brings up a 2nd down for the Braves.
I tell you, that number 34 for Socastee, he's a workhorse for him. Second and 5 now for him. Ball on about the 41 of West Brunswick. Same play. Quarterback keeps it this time, and he's met right there at the line of scrimmage. A pickup maybe about a yard. We'll see if maybe he gets 2 yards out of that. See where they give him the spot.
That's Chris Ash who made that hit, so that was a great tackle.
That pickup about 3, so that's going to give him 3rd and 3. Or 3rd and 2, roughly, for a 1st down.
Big fullback, single back.
Single back set. They run almost like a wing there, Chris. They got the man in motion again. Quarterback still has it, and he's out free, and he's gone.
Well,
like Devontae Hewitt caught him from the backside. I thought he was gone, but Devontae got him and caught him from the backside.
Everybody bid on that.
Yes, they sure did.
On that inside,
they bet on the fullback.
handoff.
That's
yes,
right.
They did.
They got down to about the West Brunswick 9.
That's a good call by the offense coordinator.
That was a
there
good
at
call over there for
Socastee.
them. All right, there's a handoff there, and I'm telling you what, Chris, somebody met him back there, and he just took him right in the end zone with him. I'm not sure who that was. That was touchdown Socastee.
Well, it looks like Timmy King and Brandon Worley both were in the
Timmy
backfield.
King's not really a match for number 34. He'll take him on head on, but I think just a momentum factor took him into the end zone. So right now we're looking at 32, play for two, and he scores. He's got the 2-point conversion. They anticipated anticipated everybody coming over and set up because they got that unorthodox
shift back in that traditional field point after formation, and they caught them off guard.
Right,
I put them 2 touchdowns up.
Yep. So with that last score, Chris, you're right. It's 5:28 left in the third quarter. Socastee 34, West Brunswick 20.
Man, what a third quarter. Still 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah, yep. The thing about it is you've got we were actually getting ready to take over the ball game like we talked about earlier. And after, a couple of penalties, turnover, and the safety, Jimmy Cochran getting the interception down on the 2.
Yeah.
And then they just couldn't get out of the end zone, got the safety and gave him the ball back, and that gives them another score. So, but we'll see what happens here. It's not over by a long shot.
Oh, no. Not the way this game's been going.
No way. You can certainly see Quinlan or
you can
Bubba
see a touchdown right here.
Absolutely.
From what we've been watching.
Absolutely. You're right. Socastee getting set to kick off from their 40. That's going right to, looks like Quinlan's going to get that on about his 19-yard line. He's got a little bit of a seam and gets shoelaced right there, Chris, on about the 21-yard line. I mean, that guy just got him trying to get to the outside.
Well, he took the ball on this near
shoe.
side and was trying to get over there to the far side of the field and get outside. And
they come out here to support us tonight.
Right, Hunter Ashburn.
Liz McKeithen.
Hunter Ashburn back there, quarterback now, Chris.
Lily McKeithen.
We'll see what Coach Hanna's got up his sleeve here for the offense here.
Wilson. Amanda.
Wideouts near side and far side. I formation in the backfield. Hunter under center.
And Marissa Zodomore.
Hand off to Shaquem. Looks like Shaquem Hill gets bottled up there at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up maybe a yard. See where they give him the spot.
Junior Bailey Lewis.
It's like about a 2-yard pickup in the second half.
Defensive line just dug in. They're not getting moved off the ball
they're
much.
Not.
Gabby George.
No,
not in that play.
No.
My favorite, Kaylin Bryant.
That puts them about the second down from about their 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Wide out split both sides.
Split both sides. Single. I formation in the backfield. Shaquem Hill is your tailback back there. There goes to Shaquem, and he is met. I mean, there is no blocking on this left side. On this right side of the line, Chris, just totally collapsed. Shaquem got met there, and it looks like he lost about 4. So that's going to put him about 3rd and 11.
Brought down by number 55, Richard Cherry.
Yeah, that was made to look like it was going to that wide side over there, and it was a little bit of a little counter back to the narrow side here, and it just, I mean, like I said, there's nothing
there. Nothing there.
Not on
the offensive line on this right side just collapsed. Socastee does that. They do have good pursuit to the ball now, so they They've got a good nose to the ball. And you got the same situation. You got a wide out, 2 wide out split to the each side, single back set. Hunter back to pass, and there he's throwing it up. It looks like he's got – there's another pick.
No.
There's another pick. It looks like he got it. He caught it between his legs. He sure did.
Well,
spot that ball on the 50-yard line.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't see it. But it looked like
he went up
dropped
and got
it.
Yeah, but it ended up coming right down in his lap, so that's a catch. It's another INT for West Brunswick.
Coach Hanna down there asking the ref, didn't he? I could see his gesture.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like it might have touched the ground.
Right. So there's another turnover, Chris. That gives the ball just inside the 50.
They was throwing a little
bit. 49-yard line.
That wind's still whipping pretty good across the field.
Yeah, it is.
So you throw a ball.
He's throwing a little diagonal, so he's actually throwing into it a little bit.
So
that gives Socastee a 1st and 10 now from the West Brunswick 49. There's the fullback again, Chris.
Man,
and I'm telling you, that interior line and linebackers are taking a beating.
I tell you what, Shane McKenzie, 35 met him head on, buddy, and I'm telling you what, man, it was a collision, but he lost a little bit of that battle there.
Yeah, he did. That's
it was
first down. That gives him a first down run.
Hit, but that's a big dude.
That is a big dude, and he got a first down on that run, so that's a 10-yard carry right there for them. It's going to give him first down on the West Brunswick 38-yard line. There's the ball. He's got it. Quarterback had it, but he just couldn't. It's like he lost the handle on it. He was going to roll out to the far side.
Yeah. Tackled by number 50.
Little miscue for that. That gives him 2nd and 10 now from West Brunswick.
Yeah.
38.
I tell you what, I really like his defense, Mike. I really do. I mean, I know they've given up 34 points, and that's not all their points.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But I mean,
they're playing aggressive. All right, he's rolling out. He's looking downfield. He's got a man in the flat, Chris, wide open in the flat. I don't know if that's a linebacker picking that up in the flat over there.
Big catch by number 4.
Looks like the corner had somebody covered.
Yep.
Kenyon Collar.
There's another first down for Socastee. I'm not sure what the coverage was on that, but that's down to the West Brunswick 19-yard line. 2:34 left in the third quarter. Man in motion for Socastee. Got encroachment, looks like, on West Brunswick.
Flag on the field.
That should be encroachment on West Brunswick.
That's what it looks like,
more
Mike.
yards. Yeah, so that'll give him first. That'll give him 1st and 5.
Trojans.
First and 5 on the West Brunswick 14-yard line. Socastee coming up to the line. Single wide out to the near side. There's a quarterback keeper. And he's met right there.
Number 2, Jordan Hodge on the keeper, brought down by number 41, Jimmy Cochran.
Looks like Jimmy Cochran makes that hit right there, Chris, after a gain of, that's a first down, it looks like.
Yeah, that's going to be first down, golden goal. Yeah, it's inside the 10.
That's first down on about the 8-yard line. First and goal for Socastee.
Times are rolling, Mike.
Right at a minute 30 in the third quarter.
We need to stop here, Mike.
Your side, little counter comes across the back of the grain, and they've got him, but he still gets down to about the 3. Pick up about 5. Little counter there, Chris, because they had everybody flowing that way, and then they just countered right back behind them. Pick up about 4 yards there. That gives them 2nd and goal from about the 3 for Socastee.
Brings up a 2nd and 3.
Comes to the far side, and he's in. Chris comes to the near side right off the tackle.
Number 2, Jordan.
Touchdown, Socastee Braves. So, Chris, with about 54 seconds left in the third quarter, that puts them up at 40-20.
Mike, I tell you, they just get out on the field on this unorthodox formation here. For now, they're going back to traditional formation.
I think that's what confused them before. They're so used to doing that. They caught us asleep.
Well, yeah, they get on the field quick
last time. Yep. The kick is up, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
So with 54 seconds on the clock, Chris, for the third quarter, it's 41 Socastee Braves, 20 West Brunswick Trojans.
Mike, let's do another sponsorship here.
Okay.
Let's do Turtle Crossing Cupcakes Espresso Bar and Bake Shop. Turtle Crossing Espresso Bar and Bake Shop is located at 10152 Beach Drive in Calabash at the Calabash Cottages. Hours of operation Monday through Saturday, 8 to 8, Sunday 12 to 6. For information, 910-579-1500. Hours are seasonal. Call for hours during the off-season. Featuring fair trade, fresh ground coffee, including espresso, cappuccino, frappies, lattes, iced coffee, and tea, and fruit, and smoothies. Try our ever-popular New Jersey-style crumb cake, cannoli, macaroons, gourmet-flavored cupcakes, mini and full-size pies. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I think it's biscotti.
Biscotti, yep.
And limoncello.
Yep.
And mascarpone cake. Cheesecake. Man, they got a lot, Mike.
I'm telling you.
Much more. And we have a very large selection that you won't find elsewhere. Design and order a custom bake and decorated cake for any occasion. We can provide you with cakes for any number of people, all freshly baked and decorated in our own shop. Come on over and sit in our open-air courtyard. Bring a friend, newspaper, or your dog. We can't wait to meet you.
That sounds good. All right, Socastee kicks off. That ball is going to Quinlan one more time. Gets it on about the 12-yard line. He's looking for a hole up the middle. He gets met right there, Chris, on about the 28-yard line. He gets met on about the 28-yard line there, Chris, and he gets
by number 20, Brady Lane.
So that gives West Brunswick 1st and 10 from their 27-yard line. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. I'll tell you what, man, you're reading that commercial right there, that sponsorship we got. We're going to have to make a visit there.
Yeah, I've never been to.
That sounds delicious. I hope our fans make a visit there. It sounds fantastic.
Sounds like they got a little bit of everything.
You better believe it.
If it's sweet, they have it.
Yes. Yeah. All right, West Brunswick, 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near. Bubba McCray hand off to the near side, still journeying his legs there, Chris. Pick up about 5 or 6 there on that play.
I love the way he keeps his legs moving,
Yes, he
Mike.
keeps them moving.
That's what those squats will do for you.
Yes, it does.
Any running back needs to know that. Squat,
gives them
squat,
about second
squat.
and 5. Pick up about 5. Gives them about second and 5 for West Brunswick on their 33-yard line. Again, 2 wideouts to the far, 1 to the near. Single back set. There's Hunter keeping that off tackle. He's got a juke to the outside, Chris, to see if he's got a lane. He's got the first down and gets the ball up to about the 42-yard line. West Brunswick. Nice run by Hunter.
I see him break some ankles out there on that run.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Well, Mike, we got time for another sponsor
here.
Yes, we do. We want to talk about Southern Homes of Brunswick County. Another new sponsor.
Absolutely.
Along with Turtle Crossing's new. Southern Homes of Brunswick County Incorporated is owned and operated by Wayne and Annette Taylor and has been serving Brunswick County since 1995. They offer custom home, new construction, and remodeling. They also have ready-to-sell new homes available in Calabash area. Southern Homes is your source for high-quality home across the county and is available to meet with you to find the home that meets your price range without sacrificing craftsmanship. Relax as we build your new home so you can focus on building your family's memories. Southern Homes can be reached by phone 910-575-5566 or by email at WayneTaylor5566@yahoo.com.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so check them out, and if you're in the market for a new home or new addition, and especially up in the Calabash area, it sounds like they can meet with you and
absolutely
meet your needs.
All right, Chris, we're getting ready to go into the fourth quarter now. Going to the fourth quarter here with the score Socastee 41, West Brunswick 20. West Brunswick moving the ball. Good run by Hunter Ashburn. Just brings the ball up to the West Brunswick 41-yard line.
South Carolina for the Carolina Cups. To see the entire event schedule and learn about purchasing tickets, please visit DerrickLawFirmKickoff.com for all the details. Once you visit the website, click on the Trojan helmet and print your $2 off flyer to redeem at the ticket booth. $5 from every ticket goes directly to West Brunswick.
All right, Chris, we're getting set here. Start the fourth quarter. We need 3 touchdowns. We need 3 touchdowns. Hunter Ashburn with a handoff to Bubba right there. Hits the line.
Number 30.
Hits that line, maybe pick up. See where they give him. I got about a 2-yard pickup there. Should give him 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. The winning ticket of the 50-50 raffle.
Should give him 2nd and 8 there for West Brunswick on about their 44-yard line, 43-yard line.
Looks like we got a hurt player, number 55.
LeGarrette Jeffries.
LeGarrette Jeffries playing that guard position.
Yeah, LeGarrette Jeffries on. He's playing the left guard.
Come on up to the press box.
So we got a timeout on injury timeout on the field. Looks like Chris maybe it might just be a cramp possibly. He's coming off the field there. Looks like
number 78 I think comes in and takes his place.
Yeah, 78. 78 is
that may be
Mercer.
Yeah, I think it is. Or 76, but I think 76 is Alex Mercer on our sheet.
I think that's Alex Mercer.
It looked like.
I can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8, but I think you're right. I think that's Alex Mercer coming in at that left tackle. Hunter back to Quist. Quick swing right there to Daquan. Breaks the guy's ankles right there and gets up. First down, West Brunswick. Nice quick pitch there by Hunter. Hits him right in the numbers. Daquan jukes the first defender right there.
Well, coach is taking what they give him. I mean, the corners are laying off of them.
Yeah, they are. They're giving them a lot of cushion.
They don't want to get burned, and they give them a lot of cushion. That's a good call.
Right. He gives West Brunswick first down now for the Socastee 46. LeGarrette Jeffries back in. Probably just had a little cramp tweak there or something, Chris. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Single back in the backfield. Hunter keeps the ball, drops the ball, and it looks like he is still on his feet. Ball comes out again. The ball's coming out again. They're fighting in the pile for it, and it looks like Socastee recovered that.
Yeah, he kept fighting to stay up, and just didn't secure the ball.
Trying to make something, and
it just that's misfortunate.
Yeah,
that's twice that where he fakes that handoff in that shotgun formation. Twice they've mishandled that ball. So it's something that they're going to have to go back and work on.
Right. So that gives Socastee the ball at the on their on the West Brunswick.
Yeah,
looks
you're
like
46-yard line now if it's wearing down this defense being on the field.
Well, they've been out there a long time, Chris. They've been out there a long time. So quarterback keeper up there still has it.
For the 50-50 raffle, 429-822. Come up and get your prize.
So we'll see, Chris. That gives them about a pickup of about 3. That's going to give them 2nd and 7 for Socastee at the West Brunswick 43-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some sprinkles coming down.
A little bit of rain, Mike, coming down.
Yeah, a little bit coming down here. Defense is making some adjustments. 2 wideouts to the near side. Man in motion. Fullback handoff off that right side, Chris. And I'm telling you, he's got 2 guys dragging him. Looks like that should be a first down for Socastee at the West Brunswick 35.
Well, I tell you what, he comes through that line, boy. He just clears the path.
He hits it quick, and whoever's on it.
I haven't seen one person hit him, bring him down by himself.
Nope.
Looks like Brandon Worley may be coming out. Might got a little shook up on that play.
That's Nate Gilbert coming out there.
Is that Nate?
50,
okay,
Nate
that
Gilbert
is 50. Nate Gilbert.
Coming out there. May got a little.
And I can't read who's his replacements, but I believe it's 70. Is that Monty Stanley?
It looks
that
like
might be Stanley.
Clinton Stanley, I think, is who that is. But there it is again. The quarterback keeper off the far side. He spins. Looks like he spins up to about almost the 30-yard line. Pick up a 5 there for.
And I believe that's
Socastee.
Josh Woodard on that tackle.
All right, we're about to pick another ticket.
So that's about 2nd and 5 for Socastee.
Here we go, Missy. Pick another
Just
ticket.
just outside the West Brunswick 30.
And we got 429906.
9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
429906. If you have 429906, you have 2 minutes to bring that ticket up here.
There's a pitch to the near side, Chris, and he's got a seam. He's got a seam. He gets to the outside. He's got some blockers there. There's a flag on the play. Flag to the near side here. Looks like possibly a hold.
It is. It's against Socastee. That's coming back. Got another injured player on the ground.
Looks like Sherman Fullwood down there laying on the ground.
Well, Mike, we talked about the short week we got. You know, we get banged up this game. Like I said, we've already got Shane, number 35, got a torn tendon in his thumb, and we got possibly a Sherwood shook up there a little bit. And, I mean, you know, you're going to be sore tomorrow.
Sure.
And you got 2 quick practices on Monday, Tuesday, a walkthrough on Wednesday, and then the game on Thursday.
Well, and you got to travel down to Myrtle Beach.
And then you got to travel and play a very good Myrtle Beach team.
Absolutely. They were state champions down there for Myrtle Beach Seahawks. So that's going to be another tough game for West Brunswick.
And we also
not an impossible game because Myrtle Beach got beat 3 times last year.
Right.
So they are beatable.
Right.
But you really got to play some smart football.
Well, yeah. I mean, and like I said, a short week like that, you just can't afford any more injuries here.
Well, and
I mean, in
we're,
this game,
we're really at the disadvantage because Myrtle Beach didn't open last night. Myrtle Beach doesn't open until they play us next Thursday.
Right.
So they don't.
Yeah.
They will not have a game under their belt.
Right.
And maybe it's good that we do. Maybe it's good that we have played.
Yeah, that's my point.
So we know exactly what we've got.
Exactly.
So Socastee about second. Looks like 2nd and 10 almost. Man, I tell you what, the quarterback's got that keeper, Chris, and he gets.
Number 2, Jordan Hodge.
He gets pounded there.
Brought down by number 8.
He brought that up. That looks like a pickup of about 6 yards there, almost 7 yards. That may, let's say 6. We'll give him 3rd and 4, maybe a long 3 for a first down.
Well, I think West Brunswick's keying on that fullback, and you just about have to have one more than one person keying on him. As big as he is, as strong as he's coming to that line, and that's opening up that lane for that quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That gives them 3rd, let's say 3rd and 3 from the West Brunswick 28-yard line. There's the quarterback again, keeps at it. He's hit right there.
Good hit by number 35.
Big hit right
there.
That's
a good hit by number 54. No, 54's in there. He's standing up.
Yeah, Shane McKenzie, number 35, made
64,
the initial pop.
Yeah. So you got good. I mean, I really just like his defense. I really do. I think the defense is – I mean, look, I'm talking about defense that's got 41 points on the board.
Well,
but if you're watching what I'm watching, Mike, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they're young
like
defense.
You said earlier, all the points are not theirs.
No, they're not.
And they've been out. They've been out there a long time.
See, we asked him what he was doing with it tonight. Got a little party plan.
It looks like we got a timeout. Timeout, Socastee. 7:37 left.
Mike, I'm going to do another sponsor here. I want to talk about East Coast Moving LLC.
Okay.
They are East Coast Moving is in Brunswick County. They are Brunswick County's local moving company.
Right. Yes.
And they're licensed, experienced to work from Maine to Florida. Not only do they offer both household and commercial moves, but several specialty services like professional packing, on-site loading, or on-site unloading. So since 2003, East Coast Moving has been recognized by the community and the state of North Carolina, winning several awards. There are monthly diesel discounts, as mentioned, on the website at eastcoastmovingllc.com. And so find them online or reach them by telephone any Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, 910-755-2058. Stop in at the new office now. They got a new office on Highway 17, Mike, beside Coastal Tires.
Okay, good.
At East Coast Moving, a smooth move with us is a SHORE, sure thing.
Yes. They've been with us for a number of years.
Yes, they
we
have.
Appreciate them.
They've been serving this community for a long time.
All right, Chris, we're back. Looks like maybe 4th and 2 here for Socastee. Ball spotted at the West Brunswick. It looks like about the 27-yard line. There's a little small stab. Ball's on the ground, Chris.
Ball is on the ground.
Looks like a pre-snap from the center there.
That's an offensive ball.
Yeah, that is an offensive ball. Offense will get it right there.
And the Trojans take over.
They'll get it right there, so that's West Brunswick. Pick that ball up on about their looks like about the 20, almost the 29-yard line, 28-yard line.
Well, they need 3
So
scores,
you got
Mike.
7:32 left.
3 scores, 7 minutes, 32 seconds.
Right.
Can it happen? From what I've seen in the third quarter, it could.
Yeah.
But what I really would like to see, even if it don't happen, Mike, and is to see something, the offense get something established and to drive this ball down the field, whether it takes them one or whether it takes them 5 minutes to establish something, to give them something going
some
and moving into Thursday.
Exactly. 2 wideouts to the far side. Dillon with the handoff up the middle there.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
Pick up about maybe a yard there, a yard and a half for Bubba.
Down by number 56.
That's going to give them West a 2nd and 9 from about their 30-yard line. Dylan Howard back in at quarterback. There's a handoff to Bubba. I'm telling you what, man, that defensive end, Chris, on this near side came in virtually untouched, which he did. He came in untouched and met him right there, actually behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 1 there for.
Yeah.
It's going to give him 3rd and, let's say 3rd and 9.
3rd and long 9.
For West Brunswick.
I think the coaches wanting to establish something here. They want. I mean, he's challenging this offensive line here in the 4th quarter.
Two wideouts to the far side now. Hunter back to pass, and he's got a man, and there's another pick. There's another pick, Chris. The pass was just a little bit short. Intercepted, picked it up right there on about the 36-yard line of West Brunswick.
How many picks is that?
That's
this game?
4.
4 picks.
That's 4 picks. That's 4 picks and 2 fumbles we've had in this game. That again puts the defense back out on the field.
Well, the coach talked about being in a meeting. I heard the coach, and it was a great point. He talked about adversity, Mike.
Absolutely.
This is adversity right here.
Yes, it is.
Especially for this defense right here,
Yes,
tired,
it
6
is.
minutes,
Yep.
and backed up. So this is when they need to respond the most.
Socastee 1st and 10 from the West Brunswick 35. Quarterback keeper. Tries to get back up the middle.
Hodge, your ball carrier.
Looks like he picks up about 2 yards maybe. 3 yards.
Down by number
Should be a
24,
2nd and
Josh
7
Woodard.
for Socastee. Ball spotted at the West Brunswick, just inside the 34-yard line. Quarterback keeper had something in the backfield. There's a flag down.
I'm not sure what that fly.
Had him in the
That looks like
backfield
around
there,
the
Chris.
line
I
of
don't know. It
scrimmage
looks like
right there.
That's a hold against Socastee. That's number 24. Josh Woodard had him wrapped up right there behind him in the
and he
backfield.
just got loose.
Just
Like I said, that quarterback's not big, 5'9". I think he was 165. But I don't know if we mentioned this. That's the offensive coordinator's son.
Yes.
So
yeah, it is.
So he's probably pretty well coached.
Holding
Right,
against the Braves.
right.
Repeating second down.
So that holding penalty pushes them back to a second. Let's say second and 20 roughly for a first down. That puts the ball on the West Brunswick 46. There's a handoff up the middle. They got a different back up the middle in there, Chris, and he picks up about 2 or 3 yards there.
By number 54, Brandon Worley.
That moves it up to about the West Brunswick.
Daniel McRaney.
Both of those.
Brings up a third down for the Braves.
That brings it up to about the West Brunswick.
Come on, it's third down.
Third down and
44-yard line.
18.
Yep. 3rd and 18 for Socastee. 4:30 left on the clock. Man in motion to the near side for Socastee. He's rolling out to the near side, Chris. Different quarterback in there.
There it is, Mike. An
Pick by
interception.
West Brunswick.
Down the line.
He's got some room, Chris. He needs a block. There's a horse collar. There's a horse collar right there. Another 15 yards.
Number 7.
Nice pick right there. Timmy King. Timmy King with that pick. Gets that back down to about the, looks like the Socastee 26-yard line.
Well, Timmy King playing that wide side,
Yep.
strong outside linebacker.
Right.
And he floated out there and made a great
Right.
play on the ball.
Right.
That makes the defensive coordinator very happy.
Yeah, sure it does. Absolutely.
Mike, we got 4 minutes
Absolutely.
and 18 seconds. We want to we're going to talk about a offensive player and a defensive player of the game. We did this last year, and
Right.
so
Right.
I think we got our votes in.
Yep.
Very hard decision on the defensive side of the ball.
It is.
And but I'd say here within a couple minutes we'll be announcing that
Absolutely.
soon.
Absolutely.
So stick around and we'll be giving you results.
Absolutely. That penalty, the penalty, Chris, moves that ball back moves down to Socastee inside their 15-yard line, about the 14-yard line. A Socastee 1st and 10 for West Brunswick. Hunter Ashburn in at quarterback. 2 wideouts, 1 to the left, 1 to the right.
Hand off to number 30, Bubba McCray.
Bubba got to the line of scrimmage there, Chris. Looks like they've got a new fullback in there, Chris.
Jacob Harrell.
Looks like they've got.
If it's 44,
Is that Russ Gore in there?
if it's 44, it's Russ Gore.
44, Russ Gore in there at fullback now.
A freshman.
Yeah.
That's another young
Yep,
player on
yep,
this varsity
yep.
squad here.
That's a pickup of about, I don't know if he got any gain on that. Let's say 2nd and 10 for West Brunswick.
Yeah, we got a timeout,
We got
Mike,
a timeout
and I'm
for,
going to share
West Brunswick.
another sponsor.
Okay.
Timeout taken by the Trojans.
Grisset Town Longwood Fire and Rescue Haunted Trail. Can you survive the Grisset Town Longwood Fire and Rescue Haunted Trail? You will go in, but will you come out? Admission's $10. Persons for all ages. Under 5 is free. Hours of operation. Haunted Trail runs from 7 p.m. until, as I guess when it's over, on October the 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, 24th, 25th, and, of course, the 31st. Location, 758 Longwood Road in Ocean Isle Beach. For more information, contact 910-287-3030. Email station31@atmc.net or visit www.grissettownfire.com. Viewers can also find them on Facebook. Just search Grisset Town Longwood. This is the 7th year of the Haunted Trail. It is an annual great fundraiser for the fire department that started in 2009. A very good cause. And they won the 2010-2011 WWAY TV3 Award for the best haunted attraction.
All right. We appreciate them being on board with us again this year. West Brunswick, 2nd and 10. Hunter Ashburn rolls out to the far side. He's got some pressure. He's got a man in the end zone, and that pass was broken up in the end zone.
Well, you know, that was
Moore.
I've always thought, from what I've observed, that these quarterbacks throw a little bit stronger with a little bit more velocity when they're on the run.
Yeah.
Rather than in the pocket.
Sitting in the pocket, yeah.
That was a very strong throw right there.
Yeah, you're right. That was a
and
strong
so
throw.
It was either going to be caught or it wasn't going to be.
Right.
You know, it was. I like the throws. What I'm trying to say.
The throw was a good throw. It was but it was good coverage, and that's
good coverage. I mean, it was a tough catch,
but it was a good throw.
No chance of interception on that was what I'm trying to get at.
Right. It gives them 3rd and 10 now. West Brunswick from the Socastee 14. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side, single back. Hunter Ashburn in the shotgun formation. And he's looking to run, Chris. He's going to the far side. Can he get the first down? He's got some room. And it looks like see where he stepped out of bounds there, Chris.
About the 4-yard line, Mike, it looks like.
If they're going to give him the first
Maybe
down, it
first
looks like
down
he
and
stepped
5.
right at the marker.
Yeah, right at 5.
Is it a first down or a
think
fourth down?
That's
somebody a fourth.
It's going to be fourth.
Must
I
be
thought
a fourth
he made
and
it.
a foot. Must be 4th and a foot right there. So they got room to get the first down.
Well, they're bringing in Russ Gore, taking off Tristan Lewis.
Yep.
So they're going to some type of power, and I would expect Socastee's probably looking for it, but maybe another quarterback sneak.
That could be. All right, Chris, here we go, right here. Opportunity for West Brunswick. Punch one more in the end zone. 4th and goal with room for a first down, and there it is, right up the middle, and there's Hunter Ashburn in the end zone. Touchdown, West Brunswick. Hunter kept that right up the gut, Chris, and was able to punch that in. So we got 324.
Trojans 26.
Well, Mike, I like that drive.
Yeah, it was
like I
good
said,
drive. Yeah.
we got 3 minutes, 24 seconds.
Yep.
You know, we can still score again.
Sure.
But I tell you what, if they don't touch the ball again this ball game, that drive right there gives you something to build on for next Thursday.
Yeah, it sure does.
They're coming together, this offense is. I've seen it from the very first quarter to this quarter.
Yeah.
They're coming together a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Chris, I mean, you got
4 interceptions.
4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. There's Dillon's. It's a bad snap right there, so he's gonna have to eat that extra point.
Conversion is no good. Trojan football on ATMC TV is
so with the 3:24 left in the game, we got Socastee Braves 41, West Brunswick Trojans 26.
Like I said, Mike, they just need to go back and say. I mean, if I was talking to these guys, they fought hard.
Sure, they did. They played hard. You better believe it.
You take back a run back on that kickoff. You know that put us behind. They fought back, and then you got 4 interceptions, and the defense has been on the field a lot.
Yes, they have.
You eliminate those mistakes, and I think you got a different score. Whether it's a winning score, I don't know, but you got a closer score.
Right.
And another score here, you know. Push it. So I'm just saying that the score is 41-26. I believe West Brunswick's come out here and showed us something.
Really, the difference in the game, Chris, is the turnovers.
Well, turnovers, of course, that's
really
every game.
Right.
But it's really evident right here in this game.
Right.
It isn't that Socastee stomped up and down the field on us and scored 41 points with their normal offense. I mean. They did the things they had to do. They took advantage of the turnovers, which is signs of a good team. And I'm not taking anything away from Socastee. We talked about it, 12-1 the last 2 seasons. They've been to third round of playoffs, undefeated in their conference last year, maybe the last 2 years.
Right.
So they're a good football team, and so I'm not taking anything away from them. But I do like the way the defense fought here today, and I think the offense is coming around. A little onside kick.
Uh-oh. That onside kick, Chris, may have come back. That gets them down to about the 21-yard line of West Brunswick. But you try to get the ball back. I mean, that was the onside kick. You took a bad.
Somebody's laying on the ground.
You took a bad bounce. It looks like Brandon Worley on the ground right there. Yeah, we got an injury down there, Chris, it looks like. 3:19 to go. 3:19 to go, Chris. We got an injury timeout down on the field right there.
Yeah. End of the game.
So with 3:19, Chris, while we got this timeout, let's talk about our offensive and defensive player of the game.
Yeah.
Offensive player, I think both of our consensus was number 30.
Anthony McRae. Yeah. Better known as Bubba.
Did an excellent job. Made some things when there wasn't anything to be made out of.
Like the way he run. And I'm not taking it away from anybody else that touched that football,
right.
But he ran tough today.
He's going to have an excellent future running the football here at West Brunswick. Our defensive player of the game was a choice. I mean, that was actually one of them is laying on the field right now in an injury with an injury, and that's the defensive player of the game. Let me say this: defensive player of the game that we chose is number 51, Daniel McCraney, defensive end. Made some unbelievable plays in the backfield.
He done a great job.
And he did an excellent job.
I also have 54 down. Brandon Worley has done a terrific job.
He did a fantastic job.
I don't want to take anything away from
spot.
him at all. He has had a great, we don't name two, we name one, and sometimes it's just a split decision. But Brandon Worley's done has had a wonderful game.
Yes, he has.
Wonderful defensive game. And to be honest with you, the defense as a whole has played well. Yes, they got 41 points on them.
Yeah, they've been on the field a long time.
But I like what I see in this defense.
Right.
They got some things to work on.
Right.
But I think they can come together and be a tough defense.
First game, I think Coach Hanna will be able to take this in, look at the film, see where the changes or improvements needs to be, and him and the coaching staff are going to sit down and they'll do what they need to do to make it happen. They realize they got some things to fix and some things to work on, and now they got a game under their belt other than just a scrimmage. They got a game under their belt. They can see exactly what they got.
Well, Mike, this team made the playoffs by winning the 3A teams. There's only three 3A teams in this split 3A, 4A conference. And so South being one, and then the other one being
Topsail.
And so those are two games that we have to win again this year.
Right.
And we got in the playoffs by winning – by beating them two teams last year.
Right. Socastee with the ball, Chris. Second 9. Another quick back up the middle there for Socastee. They got a whole backfield change. Number 12 in it, quarterback.
Number 4.
But I do believe that this team has an opportunity to win more games than they won last year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And they have another opportunity to win that 3A division in their conference. And you know what? I mean – I really see this team going to playoffs.
Sure.
I see them get better. From what I've seen out here, they got the speed.
They've got the tools to work with. That's for sure.
And they got some tough kids out here.
Right.
So my hat's off to them today.
Yep. Minute 50 on the clock in the game. 3rd and 2 roughly for Socastee. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Looks like he's got the first down, and he looks like he's driving in the end zone, Chris. Drove in the end zone there for the touchdown for Socastee.
Number 12.
So minute 36 left.
Go switch with the touchdown.
Well, you got a lot of new players out there on that defense right now.
Yes, you do.
And so, and not making no excuses. But this is quality time for them right now to get some game time experience.
You got to learn. I mean, and sometimes you got to learn under fire. I mean, that's unfortunately the way it is sometimes. And I'm sure in the 3 days that West Brunswick has to prepare for Myrtle Beach Thursday night, then they've actually got a heck of a road schedule, Chris, because they go to Myrtle Beach next Thursday night. The following Friday, they go to North Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach next week. I'm sorry. They go to Myrtle Beach next Thursday night. Then they go to North Myrtle Beach the following Friday. Then they travel to South Columbus the following Friday before they end up back here against North Brunswick for the last non-conference game.
We will mention to our viewers out there that all these games are non-conference games here at the beginning of the season.
Right.
And so you can, and you don't want to. You want to win as many games as possible.
Sure.
But the conference play will start about the 5th game in the season.
Right. I think the first week in October, I think, is when we play or maybe the last week. Oh, boy.
The latter part, all the latter games will be conference games.
Yeah.
And there's like you said, the main two games that for sure you cannot lose is against their other 3A opponents, and that's South Brunswick.
And Topsail.
And
That's
Topsail,
right.
Correct.
All right, the Braves getting ready to kick off to the Trojans again. Bubba McCray, Quinlan Moore deep, Shaquem Hill. And Sherman Forward are the deep backs.
I can see this team, Mike. I'll make a little bit of a prediction to see if it comes true. I can see this team going no less than 3-3 in their conference, possibly 4-2.
Right. Yeah, I can certainly see. I'll agree with that. I can see maybe 4-2. That's going to go to Quinlan on the far side, Chris. He picks it up, and he's trying to get to the near side. He's got a couple jukes. He needs a couple blocks.
Number 1, Quinlan Moore, your ball carrier.
And he's got it up to about the
gets the ball on the 23-yard line.
Take over about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line of West Brunswick. Minute 30 left in the game. We had a few showers here, Chris, and it looks like it's starting back up a little bit.
Yeah, this game's going to end maybe just
if I hear some thunder back off in the distance, or now we got the wind. We got the wind with us if they want to open the ball up a little bit. Dylan Howard back. Nice carry right there. That looks like number 44, Russ Gore, off that far side.
That's a good little quick carry.
That's a good hit right there. That gives it's about second and 3 there for West Brunswick, about a 7-yard pickup.
So remind our viewers, maybe our viewers can give us some feedback, and I don't know how that's going to happen, but what do you think about the new uniforms, Mike?
I like them.
I like them.
I like them.
Dressed out in gray and green.
Stylish,
and black.
Yep.
Yep. A little early movement
that's
there.
Going to be, I don't know if that's going to be a drawn offside or if that's going to be.
I believe that's movement on 68.
Number 68, that's Dylan Fish. Number 68, your left tackle, and it is on West Brunswick. That'll move him back 5. That'll make it second. Make it about 2nd and 8 now for the first down. 51 seconds left on the clock. You know, penalty-wise, Chris, as you talked earlier, it really hasn't been an astronomical amount of penalties in the game. Looks like another.
Flag on the field once again.
Mike, we want to remind our viewers out there that this game is brought to you by ATMC TV, as well as East Coast Moving, Grisham Longwood Fire and Rescue, The Haunted Trail, Southern Homes of Brunswick County, Turtle Crossing Cupcakes, Espresso Bar and Bake Shop, and ATMC. You can find out more about these sponsors by visiting atmctv.com. Also, remember that DVDs of each game are on sale for $10 each. A great opportunity to go back and watch the game and to keep it in case you got son or grandson playing or whatever.
Right.
To purchase a DVD, stop by a game beforehand or email ATMCTV at atmc.coop.
Chris, that was a Hail Mary pass by Dylan Howard. That ball was thrown up, intended for Quinlan Moore. It was picked off on about the 39-yard line where the gentleman stepped out of bounds.
Well,
that was just a,
well, it is.
Get the ball downfield.
You add it to the statistics of what we think, and 5
we'll go back and count
it as 5 interceptions.
Right.
If we're wrong about that, we'll correct ourselves.
That's 10 seconds left on the clock. Got a little rain ready to come down here. But we will 10 seconds on the ball, on the clock. I'm sure Socastee is going to come out and just take a knee.
Well, we're also
in the game,
want to remind our viewers we will not be back on to our next home game.
Well, which is about 4 weeks out.
4 weeks.
Yeah, about
so
4 weeks.
I don't know how they're going to live.
Back home against North
Brunswick. I don't know how anybody's going to do without us. You?
Well, I'm sure they'll manage. It'll be tough for them. It'll be tough, but they'll have to make do. But we'll try to. We'll get them. We'll be a little bit closer together here once we get back.
Rain starting to come down.
We'll be hitting them every other week. Yeah, Socastee's just going to kneel the ball down, be done with the game. Clock's done. Clock's winding down. So that's going to be it here at MX Rourke Stadium. We're West Brunswick's home opener against Socastee with a lightning delay from last night. The final score is the Socastee Braves 48, West Brunswick Trojans 26.
Good night.
So we will see you in about 4 weeks.